Okay. I'm just gonna switch in, because I have a little bit of odds and ends to do anyway. So I was trying to locate one of these in the 5,000 mission boards I had. But I didn't find it on the current world I'm on. So I think I have fully scanned. I have fully surveyed this one. So we could survey something real quick while we wait. But we're gonna try to knock out a lot of Terran. You know what? I didn't want my light on, but like you can't see me at all, so we're gonna have to light it. We have the light on. This wouldn't take that long. But I also don't know if it's the one where this thing's gonna be... We got some work to get done, though. We'll just get into it. Let's see here. We want to work on these incursions. So these incursions have been moving around a lot. Oh, we also need to check in with Harper. We can do that real quick. We'll do that first. I accidentally found a listening post. I don't know why I did what I just did. Accidentally found a listening post and took one out. So we have taken out a Watchtower listening post. So we're gonna go talk to her real quick. I was gonna like not do that stuff off stream and then found it by mistake. So, you know. That'll be a good way to start. We can just go turn this in real quick. Almost overshot it.
We're docked.
Bye-bye. Okay. We'll go check in with Harper. I have quite a few Watchtower components just not on me because they count as contraband. Hey Sam. Hey Cora. I like that everybody comes on here and uses the station. I think that's cool. I have Andreja walking around with me right now for reasons that are not at all interesting. It's just I was having issues and then I was like, you know what?
Fancy seeing you here.
Hey, you. Hey, got some news for you.
Oh, yeah?
That computer core you gave me, I asked an old friend to help me poke around inside it, see what data we could find.
Okay. I assume you found something interesting?
Sure did. Now, I already knew Watchtower likes to dabble in cybernetic tech. One look at Gren gives that away.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know is just how varied and niche their tech can be. Body mods, organ replacement, and a whole series of neuroamps. And Watchtower ever commercialized, they put Ryujin out of business.
Well, as a Ryujin agent.
What we managed to pull data on is blueprints for some of Watchtower's neuroamps. Only basic models, but still, nothing to thumb your nose at.
Interesting. Can you make these neuroamps?
Not me, no. First, I asked Gren if he could build them, but he said something about him being engineer, not a doctor, which got me thinking. I just so happen to know a few doctors, and at least one who has experience in cybernetics.
Okay.
Dr. Lane. So I asked if she'd mind joining us here. She agreed, and now we got a medic to treat ailments.
Ah.
Also, she can research and build Watchtower spec neuroamps. Not bad, huh?
That's pretty
If you're
cool.
interested,
I like that.
go to the new infirmary and talk to Dr. Lane. She can fill you in on the specifics.
I do like that.
Now, anything I can help you with?
Here's some intel. I have
This
a lot of it.
should be interesting.
And an intel.
Let's see what secrets we
I
got
have so
this
much
time.
intel. I found so many slates. We're thinking for a really long time. Like, this is... Are we having sex? Because this is a really long, like, fade to black.
We got one. Intel shows a listening post in a far-off system. All right, your nav's updated. You're good to go. Give 'em hell.
Hey, Kathleen, welcome. We're just gonna
Great,
turn in... I
hand
have
it
like
over.
5,000 things of intel. Hand in all intel.
Let me plug in and
I have
see what comes up.
This is gonna be another long fade to black. How was your trip? Oh gosh. Might be here a minute. I found a lot of intel. Because I've been scanning planets and I've gotten attacked by Watchtower so many times, which means I found so many intel leads. So this legitimately could take a minute. Are we done? Is that all the ones I found? Well, I had a good time in Philly and Jersey. Nice! Was it just an early new 4th of July celebration, or were they family
Got
trips,
it.
like birthday
This one's
trips or
a
something?
hike, but we have a location for a post. I dug through the rest of the slates and found some additional listening post coordinates. Send
Oh,
the
Wally,
data
how's it
to your
going?
nav. Just don't do anything reckless. No shame in avoiding a fight you can't win.
Alright, that was so many things. It's still
Just
coming
got
in.
fresh stock. Take your pick.
Alright, let's see what she's got. Kiffles actually look pretty good. That looks good. I'm more of a savory than a sweet person. Okay, I'm not gonna buy anything right now. Let's talk about you while
Didn't
we
think
wait.
I was that
I told you guys I
interesting,
found
but
so
sure.
many.
Go ahead.
Curious about your past. Can you share some of it with me?
Well, guess there's no harm in sharing. Like I told you before, grew up in Neon. Not exactly a
Oh, that's
nurturing
nice.
environment. My folks
Oh,
kicked
that's
me
true.
out
I
when
forget how
was
close you are to
14.
Philly.
Guess they figured I was either too much trouble or not enough of an asset.
Oh, that's rough.
Spent the next few years scraping by. Petty crime, odd jobs, whatever kept me fed. It was rough. Lost hope more than once. After a while, I figured there was
I found
nothing
Neon's
for
rough.
me in
I
Neon.
wonder how
So I
much
got
this
out.
mod knows,
Left it all
because I
behind.
have a background of being from Neon, and I wonder if I can say
I joined this company, the Field Surgeons.
That's right, you are, yeah.
Kind of like
You're
freelance
probably not
medics.
too far from
You go
Kathleen.
around treating people who can't afford real
Although,
doctors.
my understanding is anything more
I
than
didn't
like
even
a
have
mile
any
away
medical
is
training.
3 hours
Mostly,
away from
I
Kathleen.
just joined to get out of Neon. But I didn't mind the work, and it felt good to help people. Anyway, eventually all the rules and regs became too much for me, so I took what credits I earned, bought myself a junker, and just set a course wherever. For a time, I just jumped from port to port, never staying anywhere for too long. That is, until I heard of a derelict star station off the beaten
Interesting.
track. I was curious, so I went to take a look. It was just a wreck. Abandoned, forgotten. Kinda reminded me of someone. I don't know why, but I decided to plant my flag, start fixing the station up bit by bit. And
That's
now,
cool.
now it's freedom, safety, even home. Guess that's
I like
what
this
needed.
framework for this. What's your relationship with Torin? What do you think of him?
You already know how we met. Torin tried to claim the station, not knowing it was mine. There was a bit of a fight, but we made up. And after a slightly rocky start, we just kind of started helping each other. At first, I thought, what's the catch? People don't offer help for almost nothing. But he said all he wanted was a spot for him and a few friends to stay. The more time I spent with him, I realized this guy, he actually seems to care about something bigger than himself. He's got a kind of drive, you know? Like he's
He's
reaching
also
for
just
something.
makes the worst
And
plans,
it's
though.
not
That's
all
the
about
problem.
him. And that's rare. People like Torin, they remind me there's still good out there.
You're going out of the way to help me. Why?
Huh. Good question. I'm not even sure I know the answer. To start, it was because Torin seemed to care about you. And well, since he's a pal, I figured I'd pitch in. But now, I don't know. You're different. You've got that same spark Torin does. Just feels right that I lend you a hand.
Well, that's cool.
Or maybe I just feel sorry for you. You know, you being such a charity case and all.
Can't show
Ah,
vulnerability.
kidding. Maybe I help just because I like you. Sometimes these sort of things are as simple as that.
What mods do I use? I think I have a list in the description. Although I have a bunch of other smaller ones. I'll show you in a second when I'm out of the conversation. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. What do you think? Are you concerned about him?
Are you asking that because he's ex-Watchtower?
Whoops, no.
Or you got some other reason to be worried?
His health?
I'll admit it. At first, Gren creeped me out a little. You know, with all his veins and
that's
pale
kind of
skin
the part
and
that I'm
the way
more
he
worried about than
talks.
that whole ex-Watchtower thing.
Feel guilty admitting that, because turns out he's actually a nice guy. Just a bit outlandish. And weirdly enough, he's also a great cook.
Well, that's handy.
What the crap to not
What the
expect
crap?
that. So no, I'm not concerned.
I don't know why that audio
I think
got
that
me. That
now
was just
he's
like,
not
what
with
the crap?
Watchtower. He's just trying to figure out his place in the universe. You can't fault him for that. Station used to be a Freestar Collective outpost back during the Colony War, but it was abandoned after the Armistice. And by the time I found it, it was just a gutted shell, forgotten, left to rot out in the middle of nowhere. There were hull breaches, structural issues, hell, most of the core systems were just gone. Took forever to even get the doors functioning. But the biggest headache? Trying to register it. Most records of the station were scrubbed, so officially, it didn't exist.
Yeah, they got a good look for her. Why did Freestar ban the
Not
station?
too sure, but from what I could dig up, I think it was mostly for political reasons.
It is kind of close to the
Guess
UC.
keeping the station active would have stirred up tensions, and Freestar didn't want to rock the boat so soon after the war. I went through bureaucratic hell. Weeks of red tape, forms, blank stares from officials who couldn't care less, just to prove there was something here. In the end, I gave up. Instead, I registered as a newly constructed station, an orbital ice cream factory.
There you go.
Yeah, you heard me. It was the only way I could get it down on paper that this place was mine. So, if some inspector ever decides to drop by and I offer you an ice cream cone, just play along. Alright?
Works for me. So, no more questions.
Fair enough. So, back to business?
To defeat the Huns. Nah, we're good.
Wait, before you go, I've been thinking some more about those spy arrays.
Okay.
I've managed to gather a little more info on them. It's not much. A lot of it is guesswork, really. Still, I think you might find it useful.
That's cool. What do you got? Who would say they're not interested?
The arrays seem to be linked in a sorta network.
Hive
If a
mind?
critical major array is attacked, you can expect a more aggressive response from Watchtower.
Yes.
As well as any of the less important minor arrays it was linked to self-destructing once the major one has been destroyed, and they lose connection. But perhaps if you were to destroy some of the less important minor arrays first, it will lessen Watchtower's reaction
okay.
when you attack
I
the
like
major
this.
one.
I think I can see where this
And
is
you'd
going.
be able to salvage more components too. But how you go about it is down to
I
you.
like this.
You'll
this
have
is
to
in
decide on a
depth. They let me
strategy you
pick.
think works best. I've made my notes on my terminal. Feel free to check them out for yourself. Might also help you keep tabs on the systems you've already cleared. Anyway, that was all.
I like
Later.
that. So I can go for a bigger battle that will be harder. Why is everything still stealing? But I'll be done soon. Like, I'll have less fights. Or I can have more fights that are easier. Okay, I like that. Alright, we're gonna check out this med bay. I also got some computer cores we might be able to upgrade. So we have a few things we can do around here. I'm gonna look at something really quick. Supposedly there's now, yes, there's now a way to look at my outposts. Oh, this is neat. This is like everything I've scanned. And then I can go through here. Oh, I love this. And it tells me where I've settled. Which... this I have settled on. I think. Moon of Jupiter. No, I've settled on Pluto. What is this? Oh, okay. Settled is settled planets I've been... Okay, that makes more sense. This is where I have outposts. Yes. So this is my Mantis place. These are the factions I've made. That's our... This is my one on Pluto. This is my nice one. This is my first one. This one... I don't... What? Okay, I don't know what that one is or why I still have it. And then this one is actually in Starfield Eclipse's system. It's a possible place we'll settle. Oh, you asked me about mods. I have... This is a nicer way to look at it. Okay, so Trackers Alliance, which I paid $7 for. This is what's been adding the extra bounty hunters to the game. Watchtower, which is what the space station is. This one was $10. This one is this is from Starfield Eclipse. So I think this one will. He told me it's getting QA, like quality tested now, so it'll eventually be in the Creations Club. But this is our little fun friend exclusive. This is a free one. This is why I have a different vehicle. Observatory is another free one where you can build an observatory. It came in a pack with the vehicle, which is why I have it. Same with the perfect recipe. And the Starborn Gravis suit. All of these were in, like, Bethesda's recommended free mods. This one I got to go with Watchtower. It's free. It just lets me start Watchtower when I want to, not when the game wants to. And this one I paid $2 for. I don't think you guys have seen yet. It lets me have mission boards. So the only mission boards you can have at your outpost are, like, the Constellation ones and, like, the general missions. This lets me have mission boards for, like, everybody else. Oh, that's why I don't have it, because I haven't been to the Unity. That makes sense. Okay. So this is pretty cool. This one was very much worth it to me. So those are the mods I have on.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, Phil Hill.
Ready to tackle whatever the Starfield throws at us.
Let's see where this med person is.
Hello there.
You can also look at Harper's computer here. Download systems. Oh, okay. That's cool. I guess that's all I had. Whoa! Okay, well, that's nice. That was a fun pop-up. Clinic? There we go. Ah, the place is finally starting to fill out. This is cool.
I've seen better looking corpses. Please, let
Wow,
me help.
you're rude.
Ha! You must be Harper's friend.
Cancel
Dr. Sophia Lane, formerly of the Field Surgeons. Currently on sabbatical. Now presiding over this station's quaint little clinic. And apparently I've been roped into some sort of project. Something about a secretive organization and data on a new type of technology? I'll admit, I was, and still am, intrigued.
Nice to meet you, Doctor. I really appreciate you helping us out.
Well, aren't you a charmer? Oh, careful now, or you may end up with more than just my professional attention. Now then, Harper provided me with a Watchtower computer core. And with some help, we managed to extract enough data to guide the construction of a new type of neuroamp. Although, not a neuroamp. No, the technology is similar, but fundamentally different. It's more invasive. Closer to true cybernetics, really. Anyway, I've taken the liberty of constructing one of the cyberamps. This one apparently improves an individual's piloting skills. Truth be told, it's still a new concept to me, but as I understand them, these are Watchtower's personal brand of neuroamp. More advanced, more powerful, and more intrusive into the human body.
Interesting.
Hopefully these amps provide just that. Although no reason to keep them to yourself. Members of your crew may also
okay,
find
say,
them
because
useful.
my piling's already maxed out, so maybe I do want
here
to
you
use
are.
someone.
This is the cyber amp I already fabricated. Use it in good health, or don't. It's your choice. A lady knows better than to ask how and where you procure such things. But if you desire more of these new amps, simply bring me more computer cores. But before any of that, tell me, do you require any medical attention or supplies? If you have the credits, I am sure I can accommodate. I wondered when you might want something new. I've done what I can to prep and make the process as painless as possible. Based on the data I previously pulled, I have a rough idea on the type of cyberamps we may be able to extract from a core. Here, take this slate and see for yourself.
Whoa. I see. Interesting.
If you decide to extract something later, you know where to find me.
Okay.
See you next time.
Let's go check in with Gren real quick. And then we'll move on to some Terran Armada stuff. But as long as we're here, I want to check in with everybody. Ugh. I way overate for lunch.
We meet again. Speak.
Okay. I want to update the fleet command system or maybe something else.
All right. Ready for me to proceed, or do you need a moment to consider?
Yes, that's what I want.
Stand by while I retrieve the necessary data. Upgrade successful. You'll find your fleet capacity has been increased. You know where to find me.
Alright. Can now put something else in there. I think upgrade would be a good one. Where's Torrin? We'll put Torrin on it. Along with this guy. Oh, I guess he was already on the other one. That's fine. I think it already is Torrin, I think is what is going on. Offensive. Follow distance. Only combat. Okay. Cool. Now we'll have 3 ships in battle. I'm pretty sure Upgrade should have some decent guns on it. Upgrade is a ship I built and named Upgrade because you had to upgrade a ship so many times to be able to continue to unlock ship upgrades. Hey, the trade authority's here now. Look at this. We're making progress.
Hello. Alright, here's what I've got.
Well, that's neat. Means I can sell stuff. Although I don't think I have anything I really need to sell. I was gonna give that to someone and I didn't need to. I have all this stuff on me that I don't really need from trying to get some stuff figured out here. Super fine though. Okay. Cool. We are making progress. Looks like anything else moved in? Not yet. Yeah, and then all the people who are on my ships show up here.
Yes? vacancies on your crew?
Sure are, actually.
I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why's that?
You join one of the best crews in settled systems.
That's true. There's more to a job than just money.
Sure can work somehow.
Yeah, I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. You got yourself a deal. What's my assignment?
I'm gonna put you on... I'll put you there for now. But only because I'm actually gonna put you on a ship here momentarily. But we gotta get back to my... We might as well go to my ship. That's cool, so people will show up here that I can hire, too. I wonder if anyone else is someone I can hire.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Ooh,
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh. There's a lot of people here now.
Good to see you.
Yes?
Hey, there's Torin.
What?
Is now a good time to talk?
Oh, you wants to chat? Aw, Aiden, are you making friends?
This all feels like a dream.
Aw, Aiden's making friends. I should give Aiden his own ship.
Good to see you again. Don't suppose you're free for a chat.
Sure am.
It's about Watchtower.
Really? I've got time to talk.
First, though, if you'll indulge me for just a second, I have a small side tangent.
You
I
always
just
do.
wanted to say, the whole fleet thing, you've done a first-rate job.
Well, thanks.
True, you could have more ships, but maybe that's just me being greedy. The amount you've got clearly works just fine. Anyway, I'm glad you took my advice about building a fleet seriously. I have little doubt that's why you're still here, and not in some Watchtower cell.
Thanks. What would you want to talk about?
Right, sorry, distracted myself. We were talking about Watchtower. So far, the fleet you've put together has kept Watchtower at bay. Clearly, we hit on a strategy that works. But that doesn't mean we're untouchable. If we get complacent, it could end up spelling our doom.
So more guns.
So I want to do a little recon. Find out what, if anything, Watchtower might know about our current operation. You up for a little adventure?
Can we do this later?
I suppose, but let's take care of this as soon as we can, yeah?
'Cause I'm gonna go do Terran
Even
Armada
if
stuff.
just to give me peace of mind.
But we will do it. Outpost engineering specialist. Oh, there's somebody else over here. I didn't even see him.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Oh, he's my guy. Okay. Got it. This is cool. This is filling up nicely. I totally ran that over. I'm excited to see how this goes. As we get more done.
Now that we are here, what will be our next course of action?
Okay, we're gonna go get that guy I just hired on his correct ship. This guy.
You know, you have a hell of an effect on me.
Oh, I put it. That's right. I originally put it here, but now it's actually my cockpit.
Ready for action, Captain.
Well, I guess he could actually stay on here to help me, but it's okay. Upgrade. Assign crew. This guy. Okay. Now Torin's not alone. Alright. So, we unlocked a lot. There's like a lot of things going on. Woohoo! Look at that, look at all that. We got all these to do. But what we're gonna do now is go find some of these. Let's go find a major incursion. Alright, so now we're moving on to Terran Armada instead of the Watchtower mod. Using cruise mode, of course. That's the one I want. Well, it'll get us close anyway. Coming up on a curve business. Bye, Space Jehovah's Witness. Watch out for them. Let's see if we get any of the random side things popping up. Sometimes half the point of this free space mode is random elements could pop up while you're going through space. If I took autopilot off and just kind of like looked around, see if anything's interesting. Doesn't look like it. I still could have just traveled to a closer one. We're getting closer. We're making good time. Kind of wish it dynamically showed you where you were on this map, but that's okay. Cool names, cool systems. Closer. Almost there. Almost there. Down. Fight here, but we're gonna have a lot of ships helping us fight. It's gonna be kind of a nice part. Doing this alongside Watchtower. Because we're actually kind of a fleet. Get away from me! Come on, we need to get a lock. Come on. Terran Cyrus. Alright. There goes Amelia. Board this one. Let's see what we got. We'll fight some robots.
And
Or docked.
She's just chilling. She's like, I was having to sit. You're interrupting my break. I'm not hearing it. So weird place for a locker. Food and drink here. Alright. Let's sneak in. Is spec for fighting robots. Although it's not. This one has anti-robot things. Give me some X-Dick. Ammo. Alright, we gotta find the black box. What we gotta do. Oh. Did you guys lose me for a second? We'll let that catch up. Hold on. Grab my network cable. Ugh. Let me just plug in my network cable. If I can figure out how to see here. Hold on. There we go. Just stick my head in here. This way. Okay. Okay. Why am I failing at this so hard? Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to do this fast, and I'm trying to do this fast. I'm failing. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Oh. There we go. Ugh. Still steady? Okay, cool. Yeah, my internet crapped out. I don't know why. Now messed up everything. Oh my gosh. Most professional streamer on the internet, everybody. How's it going, Eclipse? We're doing some more Terran Armada stuff. Just my internet hiccuped is all. Okay. We're going for one of the major incursion. Can I not go through this door?
Ooh, quite cold here. Too bad one cannot wear spacesuits like sweaters.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Is that a... No, that's not anything. Is that something? No. Before I feel really stupid, and the door worked this whole time. Okay, what am I missing? be a panel somewhere. Or, oh, nope, found a door. You gotta go through the door. That's the next step. Use the door. Not every gamer's gonna give you tips like that.
Exterminating.
Not puncture wounds. Little room. I love video game rooms because, like, what is the point of that room? Like, what is that room doing for anybody? You know what I mean? What did that room add? But it's here. It's here. I'm trying to loot. Delta, I'm trying to loot. Okay. And onward. Wow, okay. The accuracy on this gun sucks. Space. Come on. Come on. Okay. Plus, I'm trying to pick out a outpost spot. I found a spot that had 2 of the 3 rare items on it on I'll show you. The only I can't remember which one it is now. It was the only one with breathable air. So I put an outpost down. I don't know if we're gonna stay there, but it was on Azuron A, and it had tantalum and Ytterbium, however you would say that. Did not have paladin, whatever. Didn't have that one. So I was trying to find a spot that had the 3 rare. Just because I have these at other outposts. I wanted to find stuff with the 3 rare ones. But I couldn't find any. I have yet to find one with all 3. But I also think I would have an easier time if I updated my scanning perks once more, because then it might show me where those are on the map. Oh, hi. You're like right there. Oh, wow. You're phasing through the wall. Pretty exciting. Okay.
Someone there?
Nope. Not now. I want all of the ammunition. I want all of it. something. Got it. It's really pretty moon if you get side facing the gas giant. That's where a lot of the ones I was picking were. In fact, the one that has 2 of the 3 rares can see the gas giant. Just hoping to find a spot where I can get all 3 of them. It's a hard time. Anybody? Ooh, that's a good gun. It's a weird place to keep your jetpack, but okay. Somebody must have had to run right in, get the food started. Ooh, I'll take your money, thank you. Money. Money. Take your money. I know this is a war, not a vacation, but I'm looking forward to exploring the settled systems. My parents were stowaways. The colony war wasn't even their fight, but the Terrans agreed to let them stay, and I ended up joining the mining team. We spent years in the free lanes mining asteroids, never knowing the warmth of a star. I think I've ever seen a city, a real city, full of people and buildings and life. Talked to the other officers about possible shore leave, even disguising ourselves as regular citizens, but so far they've been stubborn about it. Still, I suspect being a part of the Incursion team will get me closer to where I want to be. Well, now you're dead, so... you know, you have that to look forward to. I do feel kind of bad, though, because a lot of these people were just sucked into
Always
this.
worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
They didn't ask to be in a war. They were just told to be in one anyway. Oh, wait a second. Everyone's just leaving money lying around. Ooh, that looks kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. What is it? Oh, that's right, Delta has that functionality. I'm like, what happened? Delta has that functionality, actually.
You can't hope to win.
Only good Terran is dead Terran. Although I've got a couple of some deserter kills. Smooth. Smooth. We're gonna switch one. are really beating me up. Alright. Authorization code. Let's see what we got here. We need to loot. The radio's just like blah 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 Terrans. Blah 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 blah. What is this? Well, well, well. If I wasn't, isn't that just a nice looking suit? I mean, I'm already the Mantis, and I don't really want to change, but I can give that. It's a nice suit. Okay, time to go.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated.
I really like that suit. If I wasn't like highly committed to role-playing as the Mantis, I would be wearing that suit. That is a good looking suit. Ignore them. Oh, good, a nice little tissue infection. That's lovely. Keep right on.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Evacuation.
We gotta go. We gotta go. The robots are waking up. They're waking up. But we can go. That's not gonna work. Time to go. Running, running, running. Stop it.
Operation complete. Thrusters free.
There it goes.
Operation neutralized.
Nice. We did it. Okay. We need 2 more black boxes. And we're off. Might give that suit tank ratio. I want to level up my Mantis suit, but I kind of want to wait in case I think you get a Mantis suit for the Mantis bounty.
All I need is a few minutes of your time. Thanks for responding to my hail. We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty.
Oh no,
Your
this
warranty
guy.
coverage has expired or is about to expire. Due to the uncertainty of the political situation in the settled systems, we think...
No thanks.
It sounds like you're not interested in hearing more.
Getting sick of that guy. We need to go there. Okay, we're going to fly a little closer before we start doing freelance, because this is getting a little... It's getting a little ridiculous.
Target's grab charge has been knocked offline.
Their shields are gone.
What's the crimson? Okay, we got it.
That was touch and go. Unidentified vessel, please acknowledge. Those Crimson Fleet goons never stood a chance. I have a lot of my crew over here that want to send a heartfelt thanks. Any way we can repay you?
I don't need repairs. I'll just take salvage.
Salvage rights are yours. Thanks again for the help. You see out.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time salvaging. We'll spend an amount of time. Most of these are gonna be mineral deposits. Yeah, okay. I'm not that worried about any of this. Okay. That's an asteroid. Hold on. Yeah. That's where I'm going, right? What? Did it leave the system I'm in? No, I'm in that system. Okay. I was about to get so upset. Okay. There we go. That makes way more sense. Okay, it's gonna start traveling, and we're gonna take care of our stuff. Well, we travel. Hi, Delta. Do you believe in personal space? Because I do. Okay. What a convenient thing. That is all the things that I have. There we go. Trisha, you've been so dark for so
I'm
long.
here for you. Did you need me to carry something for you?
Yes, I did. See, this is so nice looking. So nice looking. I was giving her, like, Varun stuff. But honestly, I think this works. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I do this every time. I click on it to equip it when I need to do this in her menu. Honestly, I should really have her. Well, that's really good. Okay. There we go. Now the next time you're in space, you'll look fresh. Okay. Off we go. Off we go. I'm tired today. The whole food coma thing was a bit of a problem for me. Let's look around here. See what all we got. What's down here? Interesting. Faster! we go to it? We're coming right on up. Now, what's this? That's so far away, we're not doing that. I wasn't paying attention to how far away that was. Nope. Messing everything up right now. That's what I want right there. There we go. That'll get it figured out.
Look alive!
Here's another fight. Take out the engines. Nice. Finally got it.
Much easier to hit now.
Thank you. I got everybody here. We're all having a good time together. I'll look at something real quick because I know I upgraded. Is it you can detect inorganic resources on planet moon surface? Yep, this is what I want, I think. So I think that's gonna help us with where I want to make an outpost. Alright, here we go. You know the drill. Run on the ship. Get the black box. Run off the ship. Gotta get these Terrans.
Nice clean dog there.
Gotta get these Terrans. Gotta catch them all. Ammunition. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's a helmet of some kind. Let's unlock it. Actually, that's a nice looking helmet. I take it back. We're gonna try to get rid of this thing. Or not rid of it, but rid of this box. You know what I'm trying to say. You sure this piece goes in here? Found it. Oh, duh. Just gonna take that, thank you. Sometimes the music sounds a little bit like an alarm going off. Requires key. We'll probably get it off the last guy. What's in here? Part of me really feels like I need more caffeine, but if I do that, I will never sleep tonight. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna have to get through this on personality alone. Who needs energy? That was so not worth breaking in here. not worth breaking in here at all.
It seems this is where the parts are sorted and sent for construction.
You're probably right. I'm willing to believe you're correct. You're not Delta. Hear that? That's the sound of they punctured your wounds. Oh, I'm sorry, what door did you come? You thought I was coming through there? I'm not sure we need to be afraid of the Terran Armada, guys. I don't need any of this. They seem to not know what a door is, so maybe we'll be okay. Hey, there's that key. There's another key tucked back here. Well, if there is, I'm never gonna get it. Oh gosh. There's a lot going on here. There's just so much going on here. More puncture wounds! That door's open. There's a lot of we need to get out of this room, I think we need to be not in this room. Cool ship. At least it's not the same ship. Well, that was... you got a little jumpy there. Assignment error. I've been thinking there's a mix-up in my assignment. I've been assigned to the warship handling incursions. But up until last month, I was the one on the accounting team that helped maintain Terran finances. Moreover, I think this error is a result of This is the result of maliciousness and not negligence. I've long suspected that my colleague Aiden Thunderberg had taken a dislike to me. In fact, he's threatened me several times to have me reassigned, but I never would have anticipated he'd put me in the middle of a war zone. I reported to my new commanding officer, but he simply laughed and handed me a gun. That's a bummer, dude. feel necessary to you? Oh, it's a nice gift pack.
Give up already.
Oh, sorry, Ensign. Probably shouldn't have ran over here. Probably should have just let him be, you know? Okay. What am I trying to do here? Set the ship reactor to meltdown. It must be that I can't do it from any of these computers. It's the thing that makes the most sense. Okay, let's head this way. I don't feel like unlocking anything right now. Drugs. Your eyes were literally shut, lady. To the galley hub. Was that Delta? My bad. I think I was shooting Delta. I need to get him looking different on the other robots. For them a bit difficult for me. A lot of food if I need food. This is the only dot I'm seeing. It's making me a little nervous. But we'll see. Sounded exciting. Yeah, I've been through it.
Destroying hostile.
I do think this computer was pretty close to the front. Open door. Hopefully we're all
Initiating.
What's this do for me? If I hack in here. What do we get? Beautiful. Update friend or foe. Recalibrate. There we go. Now if there's any turrets left there, my friends. Finally. Coolant flush. Confirmed.
Warning. Reactor critical. Please report to engineering and follow safety protocol.
There's gonna be so many robots. So many robots. Oh, my friends are coming. We gotta get out of here. Oh, yeah, we're right by the door. We're good. We're good. This is at least a different ship, so that's nice. Go.
Separation.
Operation neutralized.
Nice. That leaves one more. Let's see. We're good. Set course. Let's go. Oh, this one's right by us. By the mod. Eclipse, if you're still there, is your mod available on the creation store yet? Hello, what have we here?
Appointments to be made, but I can spare a moment.
Let's try.
Plenty on offer, if your credits are good.
See what you have. Mostly I want to sell some stuff. Oh, you don't have a lot on you. Interesting. Interesting. Pre-version is QA's taking a while. Gotcha. I imagine it does take them a minute because they have to. I assume they're checking for like the balance of like the resources on your planet and stuff. Or your planets, I should say. Okay, we'll freelance it up, but let's freelance it up from here. Because it'll be closer. Then we'll have a big old space battle.
Hailing unknown vessel, colonist fleet. Thank you for responding.
What's up?
We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're
No,
with
miss you.
List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you're in a tough spot.
We have kids listening, so let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative.
Gotcha.
We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs.
I don't know if I have
If
it.
you have some, we'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth.
Don't have
It's
to.
just dead. The whole unit is like a brick now. No power readouts. The diagnostic log only says it's offline. Well, what we can read. I think some of the warnings are in Cyrillic. You know those old Russian letters.
Sounds like a power distribution problem. Cut all power of the drive and then put a bare minimum
Would
to it.
that work? Let me...
Which is good because I don't have the
Hey,
iron.
hey, it's back on. It's on. Thank you. I'd like to think we'd have got there on our own, but who am I fooling? Here's some credits. Thanks again.
Beautiful. That also works. I like that they gave me options. Okay. And we're off. this symbol? Won't let me. There we go. What is this asteroid symbol? Let's do that. Not far from it. Okay, we're here. For what purpose? So there was a sensor contact. I don't see anything. See a big circle. I'm having a hard time finding whatever it's pointing. Oh no, it's because that's my cursor. Okay. The sensor contact must have been what we just did. It's the only thing that makes sense. And we're autopiloted. I want to get some of those pets, but I don't know how. I was Googling it, and apparently you can get a mission from the anchor point and then find stuff in space or something. Almost there. See, like, is it? There's all these other little icons. So there's the quest over there, and there's another ship here. Let's try this. What's over here? Let's see what this does. What is this sensor contact? Oh, good, a fight. That's what I was hoping it would be. I'm really hoping it would be. I really want to make Aiden pilot a ship, because I think that would be fun. This was just a fight I could get into. I really know what that does for me. Other than give me ship parts, which is no bad thing. Maybe it'll be loot. Cargo module. There we go. This is what this ship has. We'll get in it. Chlorine, I guess. where my quest is? Where's my quest? Hopefully that's where I'm going. Keep flying. Let's go. Oh, okay. Too much smoke. I think it's actually near the planet anyway, not actually on the planet. Oh! Emergency deceleration. That doesn't seem good. Terran Scipio. Got it. That wasn't very exciting. Like money. Okay. Oh, there we go. We did that. Where's my quest? Quest. We're getting closer. Why are we not getting any closer now? Oh, guess we kind of are. No. Coming up on it. There we go. We picked up some speed. Okay. Where am I supposed to be going here? What's this? Sensor contact. Okay. That was quick. Get up to whatever this is. More just loot in space. Uranium, I guess. That's what I came all the way out here for, was just some uranium? I'm trying to figure out what it wants me to do. Travel to a location near... Did this change on me? Okay. Then why don't I have... Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what's happening. Because then when I get out of here, there's no... Oh god, I have a tissue infection. On top top of being kind of lost. Where is my quest marker? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. The game's a little drunk. Or I'm very confused, one or the other. Let's go here. Currently working on a faction quest for List, you say. Led 6 new star systems and future quest that has you scanning planets and oh, I love it. Have you tried the mod that like makes like a outpost beacon, like the Fallout 4 settlement beacon? Because that sounded interesting. I wish List was something that the game did more with too. So I like that you're working on something for it.
Gotta tear that shit apart!
I'm just trying to do my story. Okay? I don't need you right now. See, I've already dealt with it.
His ship's engine seems to be having trouble. Wishing his grand plan is down. So sorry.
I really enjoy the outpost building, except for getting resources for the outpost building is kind of a pain. So I want to look into some of the mods for those too. See if there's one that like makes getting resources not as annoying. Okay, this is gonna take a while to get there, but the game might be a little less drunk now. We'll let this travel happen. I'm gonna currently have like illnesses I need to attend to. So we'll do that real quick. Oof, having a hard time over here. There we go. There we go. Maybe we're feeling all sorts of better now? I think we are. At least actually moving. So that's good. Nope, we're not getting distracted this time because this is how I don't know where I'm supposed to go or why my quest is sounding weird. We're going all the way where we need to go. Nope, not falling for it. We're going where we need to go. Did it move? It's not even here anymore, is it? No, it says it's here. But it says it's there. I'm wondering if I'm getting like some kind of glitch. I think I'm getting a glitch. So and that's why this is not working. Or not a glitch may not be the right word. But it's confused. So we're just gonna go there. I think the major incursion moved and the game's kind of registering that it moved. that's where that is. We're not free lanesing it all the way from there. I am not doing that. We'll just get this. Thankfully, that's just the minor incursion moving, or I was about to lose it. Nope. That's what we're looking for. So I think that might be halfway to what we're looking for. Okay.
Neutralization underway.
There we go. Ooh. That's space station. Terran reclaimer, huh? Any of them. Okay. Here we go. Looks like a bit like the thing I used to start Shattered Space. That thing that like moved around a lot.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity.
Alright. Let's see how Androsia looks in her new setup. She looks good. Kind of hoping one of these would be 0G just to mix it up. We're gonna have to go to both. So don't know what's the best order. Set me on fire. That's very rude.
All enemies of the Terran Armada.
Come on. Almost got it. Almost got it.
I am taking fresh divine superficial damage.
Got it. Coming up on me.
Now you'll bleed.
Total distance failure. Incoming damage. Damage. Marginal.
Okay, let's see what we got. Who's that guy? He's not shooting at me anymore, let me tell you. Okay, emergency robot shutdown. Initiate.
Come back
get that black box. What's that? That a core? Alright, Skippy. Nice try. Nice try. Black box. Self-destruct. I got the key off the guy. Time to go.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated.
Time to go.
Evacuation.
How did the biggest thing take the least amount of time? Docking. Alright. Oops. I should have hit cockpit instead of board. That's fine.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Well, go outside, Cora. See how you feel out there. Sam, don't let your daughter turn off the grav drive. Honey, what are you doing? Why are you... Okay. You know what? It's fine. Barrett can do what he wants. He can do what he wants.
A pet. We live on a starship. Pets on starships don't always make sense.
Aw, come on, please. I need someone except to the ship by myself.
That constellation theme going.
Give him an inch. We'll see. Releasing ship from dock. Done. Now free to move among the stars.
Whoa!
Where this place takes us with it.
Took a little damage with that one. Battle for the Unifier. So we have that, so we need to give her Unifier coordinates. I have a feeling it's not going to go immediately to the battle, unless there's going to be more than one battle. I don't think we're going to be at the end of Terran yet, but we could be.
I love the feeling after a perfect jump.
Who's here? Who are you?
Everything alright?
Yeah, everything alright. How about you?
I swear Chunks changed their recipe. Just doesn't taste the same anymore.
That's the best you got?
Let me just get my ledger.
You don't really have the ability for me to tell you much. Anchor point.
Docking procedure is complete.
We got on board.
Auxiliary. Requesting visit with Tiger. Must confirm hypothesis.
Okay. We can do that. Yeah, let's get fixed up. There we go. Doing much better. Do I know you here? Do you want to talk? Okay, good talk, Kira.
Hold up.
My
Or
God,
just ignore
woman.
me. That's fine. I'd have better things
Ignore
to do
you?
So I did catch your attention. I heard what you did for the station, taking out those spacers, and I was hoping you could do me just the tiniest of favors.
Depends on what it is.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Easiest credits you'll ever make.
I've made some pretty easy
All
credits.
you have to do is water a few plants and feed a little millyware
Ah,
until my
this
sister
is the
gets
quest we
home.
want.
Such work is beneath us. But it does sound oddly satisfying.
This is how we get the pets. A millie what?
A millie whale. It's like a big pillow on too many legs.
That sounds too easy. What's the catch?
Seriously, no catch. House sitting just isn't for me, you know? Looking after plants and animals, no thanks. I need some level of excitement to keep me going.
How long do I have to do this for?
No more than a few days, I promise.
Alright, count us in.
You're the best. Here's the key to Atka's house. It's a small house on Mufreed 4, and the Millie Whale's name is Millie. Original, I know, but that's my sister for you. Find me back here sometime when you're done.
Okay, well that's exciting. We will be doing that. Because I want the pet. Is he still pissed at us?
Got some more work for you. Want the details? Move on then.
You really are saving my sanity. Good to see you again.
If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
If you're hiring?
As long as there's a decent launcher aboard, I can make sure all your missiles find their target. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that?
Who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer?
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm on board.
Not yet, you're not.
Where do you want me?
For now, on Razor Leaf. And then we'll sign you.
I'll get underway.
We'll sign you up again later.
I try to keep myself hydrated.
Got stuck on a door. Secret door. Secret door.
Find anything new on the Terrans?
I hate to think I've made your job harder with the robots I worked on at the factory. Sorry about that.
Okay, we need to be done with the pity party so I can talk to you.
Have you learned anything new about the Terrans? This will do nicely. Alright, Delta. Come here.
Especially if you can make him look different than the other robots.
Delta's EMP abilities should work far better than before. Thank you for this. It gives me additional data to research. It's good to see you. Lets me know the Terrans haven't gotten you or anything. Good to hear. Let me see them. While I look through this data with Delta, why don't you go speak with Warren about his battle plans? We'll be there momentarily.
It's not a very private bathroom.
Roxanne has been quite the asset.
Roxanne.
Perfect timing, too.
Roxanne.
I was just going over our strategy.
Why don't you go over it again for our partner here, Warren?
Right. Listen close. We learned from Roxanne that their ship, the Unifier, is supported by shield amplifier ships. This means our first course of action will be to take them out.
Got it.
Once they're gone, we're going to take out the Unifier's engine and board.
Pretty straightforward.
This will give you the chance to infiltrate the ship. Your job from that point on will be to hack their system and overload the Unifier's grav drive.
Makes sense.
Just make sure to get out of there as soon as possible. Overloading their grav drive will cause the whole ship
I've done that
to
a few
implode.
times now.
I never said anything about the ship imploding.
No need to be dramatic. We talked about this. The Unifier is a military vessel. To have anyone not trained to fight on board would be a liability. Now, the ship's coordinates.
And this ship is our final attack?
The coordinates, Miss Burrow.
The coordinates.
She's getting a weird conscious.
We know where the Unifier is. Does all of this sound doable to you?
Extremely doable.
Good. If no one has any objections, we can start making our way to the Unifier. It's time for our final stand against the Terrans. Here are those coordinates.
Finally, we can be done with all of this.
It will be a relief.
We have a war to finish.
This feels a little easy.
See you on the field.
Before you head off, come speak with me. If you have the time.
I do have the time.
Terrans the better, alright?
I hate to think I've made your job harder with the robot. Do you remember back at the production facility when I hijacked the machines?
Yes.
Remember who I was killed? There weren't just Terrans there, but civilians. People who were caught in the crossfire.
That's right. Congratulations, Roxanne. You've learned how wars have worked for centuries now. You don't need to keep beating yourself up.
I'm not beating myself up. I'm trying to pass down a lesson. We have seen with our own eyes there are not just Terrans working in their midst. There are people. And we have no idea why they are there. Were they forced? Have they lived among the Terrans their whole lives? Do they know the full scale of what is going on? Go ahead. Tell me, if you can. I don't know if everything Void is telling me is true.
What?
But if there is a way to spare those that can't protect themselves...
Two governments in a corporation?
Take it.
Trust me, I don't want innocent blood on my hands
It's good
either.
to know. Now, be safe. I'm not sure what I would do if I lost you in Delta.
Okay. I think what we're actually gonna do... I'm gonna go do this.
I hope you're staying safe.
Yes. Jump. Let's go house setting first. Why not? What is this? Do I know what this is? Maybe. Sounds like they're having a problem. I need sugar. Hold on. I'm not very energetic. Why won't you? So many trials I'm facing today. Okay. Gosh darn it. I just want to drink something. lid wouldn't come off. Am I losing my mind? There we go. I had to drink the sarsaparillas because I have more of those. Saving anything else for a special occasion. But I have Nuka Crate. I have plenty of Nuka Crate. Well, enjoy Nuka Crate. Okay. Sorry, guys. Trying to get a little more energy in me.
Do you see anything useful?
This is a cool spot. So if we take anything that's stealing, that's mean. Read the care instructions. Hey Yura, thanks for taking care of Millie in the house again. Here are some simple instructions. Millie, please feed once a day in the morning, refresh water daily. Water plants and a large indoor plant once a week. You know how to reach me if anything comes up. It's like we have not been here in a minute. This thing better be alive. Shut the door so it doesn't get out. A ransom note? We have Millie. We know she's rare, so bring 100,000 credits to the old maintenance garage if you want her back alive. Password is pomegranate. Well, the drama. Okay, let's finish watering the plants. But the plants have a week now before we have to worry about them. Well, well, well. Isn't this dramatic? They stole it. It's time to go. Get Millie. They didn't go very far. I wonder if Yuri stole her own sister's pet and then hired me to get me to pay her a ransom. That's my current theory. I think that was like, you have money. You should come watch my sister's pet and then pay me a ransom. That's what I think's happening. Because she was just like, come find me whenever you're done. Like, when would I be done?
Password. Who? Huh. Come on in. We've been waiting for you.
That's an interesting turn of events. Talk to Roman.
About time someone showed up. No sudden moves. Hope you got those credits. Roman's the one you want to talk to.
Oh, you're not Roman.
Roman's in the back.
This is all very strange. Where is it?
So, I should have figured Yura would send a messenger.
Okay, so it's not Yura.
I believe you have something for me.
Yura's in on this?
In on this? No, this is my plan. I just figured Yura would be the one to show up at our door.
I'm here to negotiate.
Negotiate? Sorry, I'm an all or nothing kind of guy.
Do you really want to risk everyone here over a Millie whale?
don't want to risk anything, really.
This is someone's pet. You should just hand it over.
I get it. I do. All right, enough of this bullshit. Why would Euros send someone to pay a ransom that they don't have?
She didn't send me. She hired me to house sit for her sister.
So you're the one that found the ransom note. Is Yuri even there?
No.
But she knows about the note, right?
She never mentioned any note.
No, son of a... So she has no idea about any of this?
So this was just to impress her?
All right, plan B, I guess. You want Millie? Do me a favor and she's all yours.
Plan C, I'm taking Millie. Tell me the favor first.
I give you Millie. And you put in a good word for me
so
with
this
Yura.
was to impress her.
You see, all this, it's just a setup. For her. She hates house sitting. It's boring.
I
So,
see.
We thought, why not liven things up? We figured she'd get into it, maybe even get the credits from Atka. And then, when all went according to plan, I'd have the confidence to ask her out.
This is a weird way to ask a guy
I've
out,
lost
dude.
that chance. So
I guess this is what happens when you don't have dating
I give
apps.
you Millie. You
When men don't have the
put in a good word
apps,
for me with
they
Yura.
have to revert to something. You should tell her how you feel yourself. It means more coming from her. From
Yeah,
you.
that's what everyone keeps telling me. I just don't want to ruin everything if I make the wrong call.
Be honest and don't trust somebody else to tell her how you feel.
Damn. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
And it would be just my luck that I'd send someone out there to speak for me and they'd screw it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to say it, but you're right. I need to do this myself. I guess I owe you now. Here's the key to Millie's room. Consider it an even trade.
Okay, well that was exciting. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. This is the most amazing. What is this? Hi. I love it. I also want all these plushies. They're all mine. Okay, I think we just need to go back to the house. Yeah.
Keep an eye on that little critter.
Just a quick way out. It's so squeaky. Grab some of the scanning on our way back. Terrifying.
You were supposed to be taking care of her. And I am. Hiring another pet sitter is taking care of her. And look, just in time. About time you got here. Where have you been?
You're okay.
Just take Millie for a walk.
Oh yeah. Well, great timing. I got a message from Atka that she was returning early, so I got down here as soon as I could.
Excuse me.
Imagine my surprise when not only did she beat me back here, but Millie was nowhere to be found.
I think your sister is trying to get your attention.
Don't try to change the subject on me.
Excuse me, Yura. Are you gonna tell me who these people are, or what?
I was just getting to that. Atka, this is the pet sitter I told you about. And I assume a very trusted friend.
Yep.
And see? Millie's fine! Right? Pet sitters?
We guarded this creature with our very lives.
Andre's just being a real bro right now. Oh, I love this. I'm a Freestar Ranger. I personally looked after Millie's safety.
Wow. I'll take your word for it then. Yura actually outdid herself. And miraculously, all my plants are still alive. You've proven yourself a far better house
That's
sitter than
just what the
Yura
Rangers
ever
are for,
was.
man.
Oh, not the plants again. I refuse to let you guilt me over something that you regrow all the time.
Yura, never mind. We'll talk about this later. I'm sorry. No sense in you sticking around listening to this. Let me pay you so you can get out of here.
I wouldn't trust Yara to house sit for you anymore.
Don't worry. This is the last straw. Here.
I think that also helps.
It's what
Yara
I
out,
intended
too.
to pay Yura, plus a little extra for the trouble and keeping the plant babies alive. Oh, and since you kept Millie safe, keep the food. If you ever want a little Millie of your own, that's my own personal recipe to give them all the nutrients they need.
That's cool.
Thanks for keeping an eye on things while I was gone.
I was worried she was about to say that's my little recipe for making them. Like, you make them eat themselves.
Please, first of all, your family. And second of all, you don't even deserve half of what I offered you. I swear, you're so
We're gonna listen to this,
irresponsible.
right?
I can't believe we're related.
Hey, you aren't the only one.
I'm just gonna use your bathroom before I go. Okay, they're done arguing. Well, I would like to get a Millie of my own. I need to know how. Where do they come from? Whoops, I got a contusion, apparently. My bad. Okay. Some minor incursions, some Watchtower arrays. Well, we do need to go do that. Oh, I need to do that too. Okay. Before we go back to Anchor Point, let's go do this. Because this was the other side quest that I didn't get around to doing. This was the guy in, like, he was trying to get revenge on the pirate who killed everybody. It was the only side quest we, like, didn't do together the other day. I'm not sure I really feel up for, like, a big Terran battle, so... I think we might do more of this kind of thing. For evidence of the crimes. Alright. I guess we really didn't need to take this down. It was right here. Still have the contusion. Okay, let's look around the outside a little bit, see if we can find some criminal evidence. Like this vacuum tape. That could be evidence.
What's happening? What's wrong?
It's Caruso. He's taken everything. The ship. Our supplies.
What about the food storage? The water?
It's gone, Bernard.
waited until we restocked before making his move. Don't you see? There is no way out from this.
No, we will find a way to survive. Trust me, we will.
Evidence. Crash landed at a place called Shinar Outpost. People are friendly, patched me up, didn't ask too many questions at first, but now folks are starting to get curious. Try to keep my ties a secret, but the holes of the ship tell a different story. Won't be able to keep the facade for a long. That's okay. Supply ship is coming soon. That's my ticket out. There's a tracking device on the ship. I'll make sure I'm not followed. We found criminal evidence. Did I scan part of this planet? Interesting. Let's see what's going on in here.
It's been 3 days.
Been 3 days since you looked at me. I'm sorry.
A few went out in search of food and water, but haven't returned. Dehydration symptoms have started to set in for all of us. Fatigue, dizziness. I recognize that outside of a miracle, this is likely my last will and testament. There is only one choice left. The others are already discussing how to do it.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we're real stuck. Soil samples prove our existing crops on this planet will be difficult to grow, but that is the intent when the particular biome was chosen. This challenge is taken up by our team to prove that a planet can be colonized. Our survival will depend on the bright minds of scientists here, many of whom are the best in their field. Get it? Best in their field? Crops. Thankfully, we are tight-roping with a net. Monthly supply drops will give us a chance. With our supplies gone, we've had to convert the lab into a medical tent. There's already talk of lethal injection, but an inventory check shows we don't have the ingredients to make a suitable barbitrate paralytic potassium solution. That notwithstanding, the consequences of dehydration will be much worse, so many of opportunities injected were synthesized. Those who remain will have a different choice. I've carted off and buried my friends. Too many. Some of the others have agreed to be consumed so that we might live. And we buried their bones after the business was done. Draining the blood, preparing the meat. It was gruesome, ugly business, but we're alive. Even still, the toil is not going to notice. I'm worried about Simon's mental health. Ugh, they had a rough time out here. These guys were not doing good. Oh no. This is pretty nasty.
What do you think about this refugee, Caruso?
Quiet man. Hard worker, keeps to himself mostly.
That's the guy who hired us.
I mean, his ship didn't look like it was built for trade. And some of the details of his story don't add up.
You think he's a smuggler?
I think he's worse.
Relax. Even if you're right, the man can barely stand. He's no threat to the outpost.
At the very least, we should lock him up. Treat him like a prisoner.
Well, you'll have to take it up with the group. I think you're overreacting.
Like a typical woman. When has a woman's instincts ever been correct about a man? Oh yeah, there's the graves. There's the graves. Okay. How lovely. I say gone sprints. Okay. She had a rough time. Ship coordinates. Okay. The challenge of developing a barely habitable planet is one team project are willing to undertake. The studies and results that come to this experiment don't pay the way for future exploration. And it came to pass, as the descendants of Noah journeyed from the east, they found the plain land of Shinar. Oh, that's why it's named that. Okay. Noah's Ark was said to land in the mountains of Ararat, and from there the descendants traveled eastward into the plains of Shinar. And so we have named our small settlement in honor of that ancient trek. We joked with Bernhard that if we were truly an Ark of biblical proportions, we would have left him alone and brought animals instead. Didn't disagree that we made the wrong choice. Crop yield this season was not ideal, and we've been relying mostly on imports. Dr. Costa said there's been changes in the soil we didn't anticipate that have affected the vegetation. Hunting and scavenging isn't the best option, given where we've positioned our outposts. We've tried not to disrupt the local ecology, and there isn't much fauna to speak of. As expected, the BH planet, we will rely mostly on supplies delivered from the outside, and gradually wean ourselves off this in the coming months. Feels a bit like asking your parents for more money when you're supposed to be out on your own, but thankfully we've got enough funding with the project that we can afford to fudge a timeline. Still, if this is truly going to live up to Noah's Ark name, we'll need a settlement that's self-sustaining. I don't think they make it. Ship crash landed west here this morning. Sent a few folks out to check the wreckage to see if there were any survivors. Apparently there was one, a merchant by the name of Hal Caruso. For now, we've left him to recover in the medical tent, but a couple of the community members questioned his story. According to the name, dates and anecdotes don't seem to line up. Bernhard said after the crash like that, he'd be lucky to know his own name. I'm inclined to agree, even though it isn't who he says he is. Oh, wow. Still on the mend. He's well enough to walk, at least, so I offered him a tour. Told him that he was welcome to stay as long as he'd like, but the supplies were limited due to issues at the farm, and the supplies will be coming soon. Maybe I'm overthinking this. It's gone. The ship, the supplies, everything we had stored for the month. The tracking system we had on the ship says that Grav jumped off the world this morning while we're all asleep. The other members say Crusoe stole it all. How could we have been so naive? Scout team we sent out hasn't returned. In addition, the ship and the vehicle Caruso stole with all our weapons and charts and navigation equipment, so we're helpless out here. Without food and water, we won't last long. People are taking alternative solutions. I pray to God we don't have to consider them. Most of the team have been given the lethal injection and been laid to rest. Only a few of us remain. The others gave us both consent to consume the bodies, but after doing so, I feel wretched inside, as if my cowardice has taken what little humanity I have left. So I've chosen to meet the end of my terms with the only tool I have left to use. My mentor's gun. The gift he gave me is a good luck charm. I want to say something pithy, some final goodbye that resonates with anyone reading this, but the reality is I have no hope to give. Instead, I'll just say what I feel in bold black paint. I don't know what that means. Is it, because like that makes me think it could be the word gone. So I wonder if it's some kind of code? I thought it could be like something I have to parse as like a password to something. I wonder if it's something related. I don't think it's I don't think it's related to the Noah's Ark story unless it's like some sort of base language that I just don't know. This story's crazy. We're gonna continue the story. I'm just gonna take a shot of this. One, for me to figure out what it means later, if it doesn't come up again, and two, in case it does come up later, I have a picture of what it said. not gonna loot everything. It's gonna take too long, but we'll loot a few more things. Intel. Destroyer's probably gonna have some of the better stuff. Okay, that's good enough. New Babylon Outpost.
Like touching down on a cloud. Your landing skills never cease to
Alright, let's go get this guy.
Avoidance of depressurization.
It's a treasure.
Records indicate final sensation of
Hold up,
saliva
stranger.
evaporation.
This
on
outpost
tongue.
belongs to the citizens of New Babylon. State your business, or kindly leave.
New Babylon. Looking for a man named Caruso.
You mean Big Hal? Well, any friend of his is a friend of ours. Head on through. You'll find him in the back, helping out with the water pump. Can't miss him. He's the one with the grimace.
Yeah, I'm definitely his friend. Definitely his friend. That's definitely who I am. Yep, sure am his friend. Definitely not a guy coming to get revenge on him or anything. Is this stealing? Nope. Works for me. Vital data or computer. Any locks will still be present. Thinking you could strike it rich elsewhere, but then buy me the credits. Might have to fight Grace for them. Yeats might be dead in a week, so I feel like once Hal takes over for Xena, I think the outpost can take off. Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't piss this lady off. Future New Babylon. Helium-3 yields have been strong this year. Xena wants this outpost to be a rest stop. That's utopian nonsense. Credits are what sustain us. Xena seems to be grooming Caruso to be her successor, but I don't know where Caruso stands on the topic of rest stop versus refinery. On the one hand, he seems like a practical man, straightforward, hardworking, but it seems like he's brought this idea of togetherness and community which infects the mind. Really? Because he killed a bunch of people. I wonder if he's feeling guilty. Caruso had the other day that we might get more workers. We should consider repairing some of the machines to take on the labor. I did my best not to spit in his face. Machines make more work, not less, because they do a mediocre job. I spent all these credits on these stupid tapes and they're not helping at all. Should have just bought one instead of the whole set. Put on the workbench, see if I can... Okay, this guy's upset. We have such dreams when we first arrived. Caspian was born in the first month, the first citizen of the new uncharted world. His father, Alphonse, was leader of the time and my mentor. I respect him telling me he was the first of many. The idea of someday would transform the planet. Years later, Caspian is still the only child who has been born in New Babylon, and I've since taken over. Pared down our goals to be something more realistic. But in the last 2 years, we've begun to grow again, slowly but surely. We tried to persuade the members of New Babylon based on the shares. We know that the valuable Calvin deposits, well, the planet offers everything we need. This time, New Babylon has meant a lot to me, but it's daily trivial to make it so I can't write, and I need peace and quiet. I want a quiet place, somewhere I can hear the soft laughing of the waves, write my memoirs. Thankfully, Hal's arrival has given me an out. He's taken role of leader. Hunter's coming with Hal's guidance. Seems tacky, but checks some boxes, and most importantly, it's what I can afford. Wonder what kind of flowers bloom there. Maybe there's a community garden. What smells sweet I'll be able to experience. For so long I've toiled in business in New Babylon, thinking about nothing but survival. How I would love to exercise my mind as a writer again. Call me selfish. Wow. Dr. to Dr. Kim the other day and told me that rumor Sasha was trying to gain access to the computers. Told us about it immediately. Okay. Like this. Okay. New Babylon history. Mazina's leadership has kept the ship afloat. Many of those who left were couples. During their time here, not a single one was able to give birth to a child. As they left the planet, they were able to grow their families quite extensively. During pregnancy, the amount of blood in your body increases by 20-30%, which increases the supply of iron vitamins the body needs to make hemoglobin. My hypothesis is something about the environment here affects the overall blood volume. From a funding perspective, I can convince the suits the value of each study. We need to know the birth rates affected by the gravity. Colony planets. Xenomorphic study. Been running tests on some of the local fauna. I think we need to get blood samples from people here. Also a good idea to have reserves if necessary. Blood types of everybody. Refuses to supply a sample, which is ridiculous. I've insisted this place for this group. Covered it needs transfusion. I have to waste valuable time doing an antibody test first, but the most interesting sample comes from Caspian, extremely rare blood type, which has no antigens in the RH system. Statistically, he's a unicorn, even back on Earth. Interesting. Grace Kim's personal logs. My parents forcing me to find a spot for Sunny here. So frustrating, I have to babysit my sister full time. My sister's attitude is infuriating. I know part of it's just an act, but for him, she doesn't ever think about how much of a burden she is to me. I have no digipicks, apparently. I don't know how I stopped having digipicks. What, are you gonna be mad at me?
Hold up. You've got a bounty that'll need to be paid off if you want to keep that head on your shoulders.
Oh, because I hacked in that computer? That's fine.
Wise choice.
That was really random. Reading all that computer was worth $350 to me. To be real honest.
Look fine. Ugh, this thing is so stupid.
Easy now. If the filters are fine, then what's the next step?
The next step is we blow up this machine and strip it for parts.
Or you can check the pressure valve.
So you're gonna act like you didn't just kill a bunch of people, Caruso?
I think you're right. I didn't install it properly. That explains why the pump's malfunctioning.
Good. Take a break to cool off, then get your tools. Do I know you, friend?
We have business to discuss.
Oh, I think you have the wrong man.
What are those
I'm just
glasses?
a farmer.
People of the Sinnar Outpost would say otherwise.
And surely you know what comes next.
Wait. Not here. Not in front of the boy. Follow me.
He's gonna give me some sob story about how, like, he feels bad or something. Or maybe he meant to come back and they wouldn't let him.
Shinar.
Shinar.
I regret what happened there. But I'd rather not have this conversation in front of the others. No, not yet. This outpost has been through a lot, even before I came here. But as you can see, it's starting to thrive.
My contusions are better.
Up ahead is the community center. We should have some privacy there.
Why don't they need a mask and I do?
Now, let's get one thing straight. I'm not here to fight you, Hunter. But before you take me in, I just want to say my piece.
Go on then, speak.
The truth is, I've been waiting for you. Yes, I am the one who left Shinar to die. My crimes are many, and without redemption. But I don't fear death, Hunter. My blood is rancid, my bones rotten. If you seek my life, well, then you'll be disappointed. There's no life left to take.
What kind of choice are they gonna give me here? If you wish to repent, you should turn yourself into the authorities.
In due time, but not yet. The others in this outpost, they depend on me. For them, my absence will be an expensive purchase. And for their sake, I will not yield.
Uh-huh. What crimes have you committed exactly? What will happen to the outpost if you leave?
I can solve the short-term problems. There are long-term issues at play. I had hoped to correct them, but your arrival has changed the timeline.
I trust you have a proposition then?
I do. My terms are as follows. In exchange for my submission, I would like you to help me resolve some pressing issues here.
Sounds like side
When that
quest.
work is done, I will turn myself in, or end my life. Whatever the people decide.
You have a deal.
Good. Then let me explain what comes next. When I arrived here, I found a place in dire straits. It's better now, but there's still work to be done. Repairs are needed, physically and emotionally. I will need your help with both.
Physically and emotionally?
Yes, people can be broken just as easily as any machine. For the outpost to survive, it will need all its parts mended.
Tell me where to start.
Of course, I have a list. For one, I'd like to automate some of the work here. To do that, we need to fix the Model A unit by the junkyard. Second, we need to restore this place of worship. We can solve a lot of social issues through sermon and prayer.
See, that's such an, like, when that's all you think church is, that's how you think you solve things. Why do they need...
Human labor is costly. There are a number of processes we need to automate. There is a utility robot at the junkyard that could alleviate a lot of issues, but it's lacking a power cell. I had a similar thought. The junkyard might have the parts, but the magnet is hooked up to the same power source. You'll need to talk to Ivica, the supply coordinator. I've been trying to convince him to shift around the outpost's power distribution with little luck. Maybe you'll be able to sway him.
Then perhaps you are not being forceful enough.
Ivica's a stubborn man. I'm not sure force is the right tactic. But I'll leave it to your judgment.
Why is he against the robot?
He fears losing his job, but the robot's a tool. It's not meant to replace him.
How do I do this?
I have a plan, but let's handle the matter of the robot first. Not right now. Let's finish the work first.
He's very like one thing at a time.
Understood. Making my rounds. There's much to do besides the tasks I gave you. Recently, I've been acting as the outpost leader, with Zena retiring. I'll be around if you have other questions.
Okay.
I've been listening to these relaxation tapes, but they aren't helping.
I saw you talking to Caruso. I may owe him a favor, but we can't waste power cells on a piece bucket of bolts that does more harm than good. Oh, so you've bought into their propaganda too? Robots can't be trusted to do work that was meant to be done with human hands.
I mean, I do agree. Human labor is superior. If anything, I think you're just worried yourself. Robots are fine as tools. They shouldn't be a replacement for humans.
Then perhaps we are in agreement.
The robot is a useless heap of shit. But the parts are not. If, instead of repairing it, you were to break it, I could use the spare parts to fix the mining machine.
I'm very like, yeah, don't replace humans with robots, but this is an outpost with like 3 people. I think they can have a robot.
It's got a blown PCM. With a few tweaks, the parts from that Model A can fix it. We can use it to blast through the rock and get the ore behind it. But Caruso keeps insisting the robot is better. And then I won't overrule him. Odiebi, and what am I supposed to do for work then? Get out of here!
Let's see if we can make a power cell. It's a micro cell, not a power cell. Is the Babylon power cell? Oh, okay.
Welcome, new listener. We are here to guide you on a special journey toward relaxation and meditation. Brought to you by Chunks. Relax your shoulders. Feel your muscles. The skin on your face. The softness of your tongue. Now imagine your tongue gliding over an 8 by 8 centimeter cube. A chunk. It might taste like chocolate. It might flow like wine. But know that when you taste it, total relaxation is possible.
Just done? Okay. We read all those.
Yo, what's up?
Hello, my name is Spacey Lee Curtis.
Hello, my name is... Jeez, what century are you from? Name's Sunny, with an I. I run the farm here. Also, I'm kind of a bitch.
That's okay. You seem alright to me.
Yeah? So you're a nerd. Got it. Nice to meet you, nerd.
I am kind of a nerd. So no more at your job.
I'm a farmer, but I don't like it. It's boring and tedious. And so I got to thinking, this sucks. Why can't a robot do this shit?
Why can't a robot
That's
do
what
it?
I'm saying. But nobody's listening.
You've got a point.
I know. I'm a genius. So here's plan A. You head over to the junkyard and get Rusty over there working for me.
I can take care of that for you.
Cool. To get the robot juiced, you'll need a power cell from the generator. This key card should let you gaffle them. Don't ask me how I got it. Let's just say my fingers be hella fast. Just not while picking crops.
Okay, Chloe, what are we doing here?
Doesn't say much. Super creepy dude. I don't trust people who don't talk a lot.
You know, that's
then
fair.
again, he did fix the irrigation and brought supplies for my sister, even if they were hand-me-downs from a different outpost. So, he's only kind of a dick. Kicking and screaming, basically. My parents forced me to come here and live with my sis after I got into some shit back in Neon. Joke's on
Fair.
them. Now I shovel shit for a living. Kill me.
Such a try-hard teen. She should fall in love with the special boy. Okay. There we go. Oh. I don't want to steal a power cell. Seems not ideal. did seem to think that the junkyard might have pieces. I just don't know where the junkyard is. That looks like a junkyard. Must be where we get the robot from. Actually, hold on. Okay. Can't deploy him until I get power. There we go. Power cell parts. See, I didn't realize just touching that button was going to do that for me. I just wanted to touch the button, but it got me what I needed. Okay, well, let's go craft one. Crafting a power cell. I need this table.
I trained as a boxer when I was young. It taught me discipline, how to weather a punch in the gut. Life is full of such punches.
That will be useful, I'm sure.
Got it. This is a much more entertaining quest than I thought it would be. Hello, robot. Use the magnet to permanently disable the robot? No. We're gonna let them have the robot. Usually I'm on the Russian guy's side, not for robot replacements, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
I'll make my daily rounds. I trust you can keep the discussion private.
You're talking
I rely
in front
a lot
of
on
her.
Dr. Kim to alleviate my aches and pains. She's a genius of a doctor.
You being here is kismet. The Reaper coming to collect. I just thought I had more time. Good. I know Ivica thinks it'll replace him, but there's plenty of other work to be done for a man of his skill set. The community center is a perfect place for sermons and prayer. The problem is the local pastor, Yates, has been accused of theft. He says he's innocent. I believe him. We'll
I
need
guess
to
you
get
would
him
know
sober and
criminals.
out of prison. Strong moral center is the backbone of any settlement. Religious guidance provides it.
Wouldn't know?
I'd start with Yates himself and Sasha, his jailer.
And Sasha's already
When
met
you're
me.
done, find Caspian. He was there during the theft and has information I'd like you to investigate. It's her time. She's older and would like to return home. The outpost has voted me as her successor. That will have to change. We'll talk more later.
It's always nice to have visitors to New Babylon. My name is Zainab. I'm what amounts to a mayor around these parts. Do you plan on staying long term? We're always looking for new citizens.
No, I'm just passing through.
Well, if you ever consider staying long term, we can have that conversation in the near future. Regardless, I hope you enjoy your stay, however long or short.
Why have a settlement all the way out here?
It's human nature. People have been settling unknown lands since we were living in caves. And just like the Earth, it will take centuries to uncover this land's secrets.
How'd you become leader of New Babylon?
I was part of the original group of settlers who came here decades ago. We worked with Liz to find a planet that we could transform into a thriving city. Those lofty goals died with the passing of our former leader and the exodus that followed. These days, there's only a handful of us left, and we're just trying to get by. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's find the drunk pastor, I guess.
Turn in the widening gyre.
Enough with poetry, Yates. Just tell me where you hid the supplies.
Nor dread nor hope attend a dying animal. A man awaits his end, dreading and hoping all.
I don't know what you're saying. Please speak plain. What are you quoting? Listening to you about the people. What are you quoting?
Alas, my friend, I don't even know anymore. Maybe it's me. Is it? They're not even my words. Who's to say what's
You just said they might be
about
yours.
it? In fact, I find myself struggling to find value in anything written or spoken. Words are the cheapest currency, after all, and so easily counterfeited.
Well, I'm not here to lie to you.
Said the liar to the fool, but I will happily play my part. The floor is yours. What brings you, stranger, to this humble priest?
Just happy to help you get out of jail. What are you in here for? Or Crusoe?
So Hal has not yet given up on me. A saint, that man.
Yeah.
I would say angel, but I no longer believe in such things. I take it he wants me to lead the house of worship.
He does.
Then I must disappoint him. Even if you were to find the supply thief and clear my name, I have lost it. My faith. So if Hal wishes me to preach, then as a wise man once said, he's
Hey, not Darwin.
As are you.
How's it going, man? We're doing side quests in Starfield. So this is you've seen a lot of action stuff. This has been more of a run around and do stuff. How are things going? One step at a time. Let's clear your. Can you tell me your side?
There is nothing to tell. I am guilty of being a faithless drunk. Rather than actually investigate the crime, Sasha believes a pointed finger is adequate evidence. As for who pointed it, take your pick. They're all angled in this direction.
What supplies were stolen?
Calamite. A material for crafting a number of items, from suits to medical chems. It's the chems part that makes me a suspect, which is a false correlation. Yes, my appetite for liquor is nothing short of prodigious, but I have never touched a chem.
One step at a time. Let's clear your
If that is your wish, my dear Sisyphus, I will not stop you. Talk to the guard and clear my name. Perform thy miracle. I've no clue who you are or what brought this on. But as the bard says, fortune brings in some boats that are not steered.
Is your real name Yates?
You mean like the poet? Heavens no. It's a sobriquet, and a derogatory one at that. That's what they give people too unoriginal to speak their own words. My real name is unimportant.
It's nice to meet you, unimportant.
Clever retort.
What are your thoughts on Crusoe?
He would give you the shirt off his back. Do you know how I know?
Exactly.
This shirt I'm wearing. It is.
So basically, we're at a town. So a guy hired us because a pirate showed up and left his whole research team stranded on a planet. He flew off, and there's only one survivor because this pirate took their ship and left them to die. I've tracked that pirate to this outpost where he turned over a new leaf and now seems to be the really good, kind, wise leader of this outpost. he's allowed me to turn him in if I get the outpost back on its feet. So we're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. One of the things he wants us to do is restore, or prove the innocence of this priest and restore his faith. A couple of layers going on.
In anything. In other words, I am a free agent, taking applications to serve as the mouth of God, or gods, or no god at all.
Have you heard about the unity? You could preach for the House of Enlightenment, you could preach for the Sanctum Universum, you could House of Rune worships a great servant, you don't have to preach anything religion either, otherwise. Why not start a new religion? What did you preach before you lost your faith? I haven't decided yet. Because, I mean, I do trust him, I guess, to turn himself in. But he left people to suffer in some pretty horrible ways. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
And, my friend, I am hardly Messiah material.
You could do the House of the Enlightened. They help the poor.
I find their ideology hopeless.
Yeah,
if a man
that's fair.
is without a soul, then he is but a rock.
I don't actually disagree with you. I don't like any of these
day by
the religions
day,
in this game.
eroded by the stream, shrinking to a pebble and ground to gravel and dust. That is not something I want to preach. I want a world where we are more than dust.
I agree.
And what would you recommend?
What about the Great Serpent?
The snake god? Surely you jest.
I would never joke about such things. Mark my words. People believe in crazier things.
And what would you recommend?
Curious how he feels about all these.
I do know his message well enough to preach it. But where was he when I was made to suffer for a crime I didn't commit?
Sure.
I once believed in the plan. I'm not sure I do anymore. I will ruminate on this discussion. You have given me much to ponder.
Okay.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Need to talk to Miss Arresty Pants over here.
Yates is the town preacher and drunk. Right now he's doing both in jail. Big Hal is good people.
Big Hal is the guy who was a murderer.
First thing he did when he got here is fix the sights on my gun. My cop instincts tell me he used to be a military man or something. But he's a very private person.
Are you official security around here?
Do you mean if I've got security training? Not really. I started out as the neighborhood watch. The whole thing was originally supposed to be on a weekly rotation. But every week I was the only volunteer, so it ended up just becoming my job.
I got questions about those supplies.
I'll put you up to this. It's an open and shut case. Yates is obviously the perp. The guy wouldn't know sobriety if it kicked him in the privates.
What evidence do you have against him?
1, he's always high. 2, the theft stopped as soon as I
high
locked him
and
up.
drunk are not the same thing. Were there any witnesses?
Oh yeah. Sunny Kim says she saw Yates creeping around the supply area on more than one occasion.
Okay, that's still not day of.
Then he's gonna have to make amends with whatever god he serves, and quick.
Okay, that's a little much for thievery.
He stole calamite from the supply tent. It's a rare, unique material that can be used to craft stuff. I talked to Caspian about it. He was the one working the tent when the supplies were stolen.
I see.
All right. Let me know if I can answer anything else. Back to it, then.
Maybe Golden Boy isn't so golden.
Pizza's good with a wrench, but boy does he like to complain.
Mr. Only person born here on this colony.
Name's Caspian. Some people call me Cass for short. When I was born. You're looking at the only naturally born citizen of New Babylon. Problem is, there hasn't been one since. I know Grace is looking into some of the reasons why, but so far, no results.
Do people treat you differently because you were born here?
What, like I'm a miracle baby? Nah, it's the opposite. Everyone here thinks I'm hopeless. Which is stupid. I've been here longer than anyone except Zaina. They should show some respect.
What's wrong with the water pump?
Yeah, I was doing maintenance on it, and I messed something up with the valve. I just rush through things sometimes, and it always bites me in the ass.
Yeah, it's because you're young. What do you do around here?
I'm
besides
not assigned to
screw
anything
things
yet.
up?
I fill in for the others when they need a break. These days, I'm mostly just Hal's understudy. He knows just about everything. So I'm trying to soak up the knowledge like a sponge.
You seem to trust Hal a lot. Why is that?
Because everyone here thinks I'm a screw-up. And I get it. Sometimes I'll break stuff, lose things. But it just takes me a few tries to figure stuff out. Once I do, I'm solid. Hal's the only one who understood that.
I want to talk to you about the supply theft.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna help us bust Yates out? He totally didn't do it. Just ask Hal.
Makes me think he didn't do it then. One-man endorsement means that much?
It's not just any man, though. It's Hal. He's the glue that keeps this shit together.
Wouldn't say that if you knew. Nah. We're not gonna out him just yet. Tell me what you know about the theft.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I told Sasha. So the night it all went down, I was organizing the supplies over here, trying to get my system right. That's when I dropped a box of mason jars. So I tried to pick up the broken glass and put it in this box, and I cut my fingers. Stupid, I know. So now there's blood and glass everywhere, so I turned to look for a broom. And then out of nowhere, I feel this sharp, jabbing pain in my neck. I start to turn around, and then boom, I pass out.
Is it possible the blood got on the assailant?
1000%. Because here's the kicker. When I woke up, the broken glass and all the blood was cleaned up. And my hand was bandaged.
Okay, so he was cleaned up. The only person we haven't talked to in this outpost is the doctor. And the supplies are used to make drugs.
Oh yeah, I've seen people in crime shows use animal tranquilizers. That juice will knock out in a Seeley's. Hal wanted to look in the dumpster bins for anything suspicious. But then the water pump broke and, yeah, that's when you showed up.
Is dumpster locked?
Yeah, Hal and I thought it would be best to lock it down until we could do a little sleuthing. But if you're on the case, I can give you the key.
Alright, I'll check the dumpster then.
Cool, here's the key. If you find anything, I'd check back with Hal on what to do next.
Interesting. Interesting. I suspect the doctor. In no small part because we haven't talked to her yet. Malnourished and dehydrated. Bloodied surgical gloves, tranquilizer, green microphase, supermassive black heart. I don't know what that means, but okay. I think it was the doctor. The doctor. She wasn't getting enough to make her drugs.
How are you holding up?
You and your friend have plans for me.
Once we finish the outpost business, we can settle ours.
Found this in the dumpster. It must have been used to stay Caspian.
Let's take a look. Surgical gloves.
Drug
And
priest
there's
kind of thing.
blood on
Exactly,
it.
I agree,
And
Darwin.
A syringe. Possibly a tranquilizer. This seems to corroborate what Caspian told me, provided the blood is his. We could take the items to Dr. Kim to verify, but...
I don't think that's wise.
Agreed. I assume we're on the same page.
I think we are. She's a suspect. Anything she tells us would be unreliable.
Exactly. And the evidence we do have is flimsy. If we could find out what her motive is, that and the gloves would be enough.
She's innocent. I'm not sure it'd be enough. Supplies stole. Or she's innocent, and there's another.
Unlikely, but true. It's possible. You'll have to establish motive to convince the guard. I think you'll just need to speak to her yourself. She might reveal something if you ask the right questions.
Before I was sitting, perfectly content. Now I am...
Get those stylo glasses. 1,000 makes you... I know! I think it's just really him trying to sell the whole I'm not evil anymore vibe. Bathroom. Extra bathroom. Where is she?
If you need patch... These late nights are doing me in.
Why'd you come to the outpost?
I've come here on a research grant. Settlers living on the fringes provide a lot of interesting data. How does the gravity, weather, and nutrients found in alien environments affect the human body over time? In exchange, I provide medical services for the group.
Are the medical supplies here to be used by anyone?
Oh god, no. I keep all chems, syringes, and equipment under lock and key. Medicine is a powerful tool, but one easily abused.
I don't want to give her the evidence.
Goodbye.
Aha! Oh. I was caught pickpocketing. Well, we're gonna use this before the guard comes and takes it back from me. I don't have any digipic. Ah, but I have her. Okay, hold on. I'll just have to deal with being arrested. It's fine. I don't have any digipics. That's crazy. Let's take all this money while they're not looking.
Hold up. You've got a bounty that'll need to be paid off if you want to keep that head on your shoulders. Wise choice.
There we go. Just pay for my own bounty over here by all the money that's just sitting around. How do I not have a digipig? That just seems crazy to me. Might have some on my ship. I don't want to hand her the evidence. Why is she running away? Because I pickpocketed her? You know, I should have quick saved. I have more contusions. Well, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go back in time a little bit. We've solved this case in a week with only minor property damage. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, let's see how far back this takes us. Okay. What are all these things? Oh, it's a drug. Okay, we didn't have to go back that far. Okay, I'm gonna have to go talk to him again. And then this time I'll like do a quick save. Don't mind those quests changing. Those have nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Once we finish the outpost business, we can settle. Well, it's a chem. That doesn't mean it's...
I would not know a chem if it fell into my tonsils.
He can say that, but I don't think this helps our case. Let's take a look. Surgical gloves. This seems to corroborate what we could take the items to Dr. Kim.
I don't think that's
Agreed. I assume we're on the... Exactly. And the evidence... If we could find out what her motive is... No, Calamite can be used for chems, which is why Yates is a suspect. But Dr. Kim doesn't need to steal chems. Unlikely. I think you'll just need to speak. She might reveal something if you ask.
Okay, maybe I do need to show her the evidence.
Perfectly content. Now.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna quick save. So now, if I do something and I don't like it, we can load to right here.
I'm trying to get blood samples from every. I've come here on a research grant. How does the gravity, weather, and in exchange?
Okay, so we'll just show her the evidence then.
Oh God, no.
Because I can always go back to a save point.
Oh, what do you have there? Surgical gloves and a used syringe. Did you find these in the trash? I would advise you against handling such things.
There you go from your lab, which makes you suspect in supply theft. Would there be reason for there to be blood on these gloves?
Not unless I have to perform surgery, and that hasn't happened in months. But I do occasionally dissect local fauna to see if they can provide anything useful.
I think some of these were the gloves and syringe used in the supply theft.
Oh, I thought maybe it was from a creature I dissected.
Really, Doctor? You think you'd come up with a more creative? So they belong to you?
Of course, I'm the only one here with access to surgical gloves and equipment.
Jeez.
What are you getting at?
Huh. I'm hoping you might provide some insight as to where this blood syringe came from.
Theft, most likely? Yates may have stolen it from my lab to fulfill his chem habit. What do you think? Did he do it?
We don't have a good suspect at this point.
Then we have to rely on Sasha's investigation. If she thinks Yates did it, then he'll need to serve time for it. Always nice to get new visitors here. Oh, what do you have there? Surgical glove. Did you find these in...
They're your glove, which makes you a suspect in this.
You must be joking. Those are my gloves and syringe, yes, but I was likely using them on a creature.
You can't come up with a more creative
lie? A lie? Are you accusing me of something? You shouldn't overthink it. Only one person had the motive. Sadly, that's Yates. What do you think? Did he do it?
I think you're hiding something.
What? Why would I do that?
You're the supply
If you're going to make such a heavy accusation, I hope you can back it up.
If it's letting me persuade, I think it might be true. This is all crazy. Oh, you should take the fall. We need you to leave the house of worship. Stop wasting everyone's time. Confess already. No. The gloves and drink alone implicate you.
There's no motive, though. Why would I need to steal?
You were after Caspian's blood.
I admit I needed that information.
You clearly have been trying to get the blood type data. No one else here has a need for it.
True. I can see why it would look suspicious.
You said yourself no one else has access to the gloves and tranquilizer.
That's true. I don't have an answer for that.
Not sure she did it. The suspect bandaged Caspian up. Clearly you're qualified to do so.
I don't think anyone would have left him bleeding like that. Fine. I admit it.
Okay.
I took the supplies. I was trying to get the blood sample for my research. When things got messy, I stole the calamite knowing it pointed to Yates. I'd hoped Sasha would let Yates go with a slap on the wrist, but she turned it into this whole
That makes
thing.
total sense. So the golden child, who's the only one born on the planet, she wanted his blood. So when he cut himself, she wanted his blood and only stole the stuff to frame the guy. Where's the Kalamite now?
I still have it. Well, most of it, anyway. I synthesized some into chems, just in case I needed to ditch the evidence. But turns out I didn't need to go that far.
You put an innocent man away.
Innocent? Let's not act like Gates hasn't pissed us all off with his drinking.
That's not the same.
Anyway, there. You have the truth. So what now? Are you going to turn me in? Or is there room to negotiate here? Keep in mind, I am the only doctor in this outpost.
I am a little confused because she already had his blood type. It was the other guy who she never got the blood type from? What are you proposing?
You say I took the Kalamite for medicine, but forgot to log the transfer. We blame the whole thing on negligence.
But what?
In exchange, I'll give you half price on medical treatment. And I'll owe you a favor.
Keep your bribes and only letting you go because you're... Sorry, no deal.
You're making a mistake, but fine. I can see I don't have a choice. Here's the Kalamite. That should be enough to clear Yates. I'll turn myself into the guard.
I'm a little confused because...
We'll see how long that plays out when someone gets sick and needs my help.
If we read here... and do... blood outpost types. It was in Ivica that she didn't have. She already had his. Oh, there you go. Here's your answer. But the most important sample comes from Caspian, an extremely rare blood type which has no antigens in the RH system. Statistically, he's a unicorn. Even back on Earth, there was only a handful of reported cases. I'd love to get a much larger sample, but Ivica's rants have made him question the validity of my research. So far, he's been reluctant to consent. So she has asked him. He wouldn't give her a blood sample. So she did this thinking that the town drunk would just get a slap on the wrist, and instead he got fully arrested.
All right, Hal. This big break in the case you pulled out of the rabbit's hat.
Not me. Talk to the newcomer. They've been investigating on my behalf.
All right, out with it. Hal says you got some new info that'll exonerate Yates.
Found missing supplies.
Well, I'll be damned. And where did you get this?
Grace Kim stole the supplies. She confessed to me after being presented with the evidence.
Wait, Dr. Kim's the thief? Why the hell would she do that?
Grace was asked for blood samples from Caspian.
Damn, I never pegged her for that. But if there's a motive and evidence clearing this drunk, I guess he can go. You hear that, Yates? It's a miracle. You're free to go.
Sometimes miracles are just people doing their jobs.
Yeah. Don't stomp the ice, Yates. It's real thin.
It seems thy act of God has been performed. I thank you for having faith where I had none.
He's not letting
In our
me walk.
past conversation, you recommended I revisit my faith in the Sanctum Universum. Would you support preaching their scripture here?
Why do you care? Why are you asking me?
You were the one who freed me and restored my faith.
Okay,
Do better.
but if you have to ask me, then I'm not... Sure, I think that's what you should do.
Very well. We will preach the scripture of the Sanctum Universum. I suppose I should also thank Hal for his part in this.
Maybe
Not
ask
sure
the
where he
people
went
who
off to.
live here. I know. If you need to ask me, if you say I restored your faith, but you need to ask me, then I didn't restore anything. This is a very... I don't know that this man... I'm gonna take money for the trouble. I don't know that this man should be preaching to anybody about anything, but whatever.
You have some nerve dropping this on me now.
I'm sorry, Zaina. I meant no malice. I only seek justice for my crimes.
And what about the people here? Do we not get a say?
That's why I suggested a vote.
What you're asking for is a trial. But fine, if you want a damn jury, let it be us.
Okay, so he's now told her everything.
Then it's settled. We're putting it to a vote.
As long as I'm given the opportunity to confess. But in the interest of fairness, I don't know for certain what happened to Shinar after I left. Perhaps the visitor would be better served to speak to that.
If such a person exists, then their testimony would be more than welcome. For my part, I'll try to get the word out about the trial and what it means for this outpost, especially given recent events. Oh, and one other thing. If the vote ends up a tie, I'd like you to break it.
Why me? Why me?
Because you're the most neutral party here. You've seen Shinar, but you've also seen what Hal's done for us here.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. It'll come to
hopefully. Regardless, it looks like we have a long day ahead of us. We best get to it.
Okay. Do I have to go get him? Or will he show up? I'm guessing by the ship, that means I have to go get him. Okay. Let's talk to the people here first.
Sometimes I see the light on in Grace's tent all night. That will... He's been real busy as of late, hasn't he? Well, what is it this time? Stay out of trouble now.
If none of them know yet, let's go get the guy first. This has been a good quest. This ended up being much longer than I thought it was going to be. We'll probably finish this up and then I'll call it. But we've got a little bit of time left because I don't know how long it's going to take to finish this up. No stream tomorrow. Probably no stream till Sunday. I think Friday I'm going to have family stuff and Saturday I'm visiting a friend. So I would assume we're gonna stream Sunday.
I've done things I'm not proud of to survive. You again. Did you ever find Shinar?
Based on what I saw, you would have been a fine note if you had had better luck.
Yes. The conditions were rough, but together we had tamed its hazards. It saddens me to think of all the knowledge we lost. And to think the one responsible for the deaths is still roaming free.
It's a very unfortunate. Well, he was dying. He's the only one that survived this place where Hal was, and he had to eat his fellow. They had to resort to cannibalism because they had no food. So there's that. There's a way to get closure. I found Caruso.
What? You found him? And how is he? Dead? Tortured? No! This isn't good enough for that man!
He's going to confess to his crimes. People in Babylon will decide his fate.
Outsiders will not know the pain that man has caused. But I suppose that is why you are here. You want me to bear witness?
Yes.
Understood. Give me the coordinates. And I'll put the nail in his oversized coffin.
There they are. I'll meet you there. He's reformed somewhat. That may not be how this goes down.
Reformed? A scorpion like Hal Caruso will never change his nature. But I will tell him in person, thanks to you.
Okay. We're gonna return to the outpost with this lovely fast travel system that I actually really, really appreciate. Hold on. is completely unrelated to the quest. There's a faction in the game that is hunting me, and this is just them finding me temporarily. Chosen one in this game, like in Skyrim, and to somewhat extent Bob. There is and there isn't. Because you're getting me post main game, so like I have kind of beaten the main story. Without telling you too much, because it's actually, I think, one of the better Bethesda stories they've told. There's a chosen one element insofar as like you have abilities that not everybody has, but like my understanding in Skyrim is like everyone knows you're the Dragonborn. In Fallout, it's very obvious that you're from a vault because like everyone can kind of tell when somebody's from a vault. In Starfield, you basically like have chosen one abilities, but the only people that know are like from this very tiny organization called Constellation. Basically, the very beginning of the game is you are a miner on like a barren world, digging up, you know, resources and stuff. Like a miner, like not like a kid, but like, you know, in a mine. And you're digging through this one area, and there's this really weird rock. Like, this is literally the opening scene of the game. There's this really weird rock, and you touch it, and you have this crazy vision. And then these people from this group called Constellation are like, we've been looking for these rocks, and we can't get the rocks to do anything, but when you touch the rocks do stuff. Do you want to join Constellation and help us figure out what's going on with the rocks? And then, like, the story goes from there. It's like you are kind of a chosen one because of that, but you're not going town to town and everyone knows who you are. In fact, you kind of keep that close to the chest. They might come to know who you are because you work for that faction, and then they like you within that faction.
Requesting further
Always
study
good
of
to keep the
planets.
But,
location
like,
of the
over time you gain, like, these powers. Like, this looks like a very dumbed down version of the Skyrim stuff. So, like, you can learn all these different abilities and stuff.
Keep in mind when suits are required.
But, so, like, yes, but you're also not the only one that can use the powers or access them in the entire galaxy. But not everyone can do it.
Pretty big mistake, though. How do we know he's not gonna do a sequel?
And how do we know Shinar wasn't dead in the water? You heard it. He wasn't even there when they died.
This bickering is pointless. Let's just have the vote and be done.
Okay, so I can't talk to them about it anymore, which is fine. I don't really want to sway it. So, here's the thing, and I don't want to, like, if you haven't seen a lot of Starfield, I don't necessarily want to spoil it. The coolest thing about Starfield is a plot twist that comes at the very end of the story. And on the one hand, I was literally talking about this with a coworker this morning because he and I are both big fans of the game. Bethesda kind of did what a lot of people wanted them to do. They made a better story, a more in-depth story. Now, it's not quite like New Vegas levels. It's not like oh, if you join this faction, then this other faction happens. Like, you're not making, like, Mass Effect level choices that affect the whole galaxy. So it's not like a role-play story, but the story itself, the narrative itself is really, really good. And they did something, like, I'm playing this. This is, like, 20 or 30 hours now past me finishing the game. So they made something where there's a lot to do and keep doing. Now some of this because I'm also playing DLC that came out after the game. I finished the game. But like, what they've done really can impact like your ability to keep replaying the game. So they did some stuff that people have really been asking for. But there's an in-universe reason for it, which means it's a plot twist. And so he and I have been kind of talking about it. There's no real way to tell people why they should play Starfield without spoiling Starfield. So to me, if you like Bethesda games, if you like the gameplay of your Elder Scrolls or your Fallout, not necessarily the roleplay, because again, this isn't like, if you join the Freestar Rangers, the UC Vanguard's gonna hate you, or something like that. Like, your roleplay decisions are there for you. There's a lot of roleplay decisions I've made that I really like. But they impact me, they don't impact the story. So I don't want to oversell that. But the story that gets told is really good. And so I kind of like, if you like the mechanics of a Bethesda game, and I think you do, because like, you and I both played a lot of 76. If you like the mechanics of a Bethesda game, and you like space, I think you should play Starfield and just kind of experience the story. Like, that would be my pitch. And if you watch, like, you might end up eventually seeing a little bit of what I'm talking about, but probably not.
I'd love to see it.
And it's something too where if somebody wanted to know, I don't necessarily have a problem telling them. I don't think it ruins the game if you know, but if you're interested in playing, I think you should play it.
I appreciate you helping out with the whole Yates thing, but leave the investigating to the professionals, okay?
And then try it out when you reach a more spacey time. You're like, makes total sense.
Guide me on this next journey, so that I may see the light and become promised once more. We meet again, Hunter, and it seems my time has come.
That makes sense. Now, I will say, there's a faction of Starfield called the Freestar Rangers that are space cowboys. So you might actually like that part, especially if you roleplay hard into their faction. Before I vote, I want to talk about Shinar. What was that prayer from?
Perhaps your companion would prefer to elaborate.
He's a snake guy.
No, I would rather you speak his scripture, provided you still remember, promised.
Very well. It is the word of Janan and the will of the serpent.
You're a snake
I am
guy.
a deserter of House Varun. As such, I have not followed the serpent's path for many years.
Oh, so you weren't a pirate.
On the eve of death, prayer comes
You
natural
were a
to me.
snake guy. For the vote, I want to talk about.
I suspected
That's crazy.
you would. I didn't see what became of Shinar, but I can imagine. No ship, no comms. Dehydration sets in. Some choose death. Others are forced to make harder decisions.
Nothing to die. They were mass graves for those who took their own life.
They are braver souls than I. Looking back, I never valued life. Not mine, not theirs. This outpost has changed me. I see value in life, but that is not the same as being worthy of it. That, I leave for the people to judge.
Do you think you've changed since?
Changed? A man does not change who he is. I'm the spy who deserted House Varun and the pirate who stole for the Crimson Fleet.
Oh, you're a snake
I
guy
am the one
and a
who
Crimson
left
Fleet?
Shinar
You
to
really
die.
were a crap
I
human.
am also the man who has given his blood and sweat to this outpost. All these things are true.
Like, you really did work for, like, the two worst people.
A fair question. I will say that everywhere I've been a prisoner. Even at Shinar, I was a prisoner to my own fear and paranoia. I never felt such bondage here. I don't know if it was the right place or the right time, but I chose to stay.
How do you think, would you have come forward if they never come
I
forward?
would like to say yes, but the reality is, I had countless opportunities to tell my story. Until you came. I never did.
How do you think the vote will go?
Caspian will likely vote for my freedom. But the rest, I'm not sure. I've asked that you have a vote as well. You've seen what I've done, whereas the others have only heard.
We'll see how the vote goes down.
Indeed. When we first met, you seemed prepared to leave my fate to the others. You know how you will vote?
I've not tried to sway anybody. So, here's the thing. Look, this guy worked for not even just like the House Varun. He worked for the zealots of the House Varun. Like, these are people who just killed dispassionately. And then he worked for the Crimson Fleet. And then he left these people to suffer. Now, I don't think he knew he was leaving them to suffer in the way that they did. But he didn't care. I also believe that he's not going to be a danger anymore. So I feel like how I vote's going to depend on, like, what they're going to do to him. I don't know how I'm going to vote. I might even abstain.
I see. Then let the verdict be fair and just.
Look, my guy, you really did kill a lot of people. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I get it, you've been nice for 5 years.
A vote? Anything other than execution is a waste of time.
I'd love to see a hanging.
This is stupid. Hal is innocent. And I'm gonna make sure he's free.
If everyone is present, we can begin. All right, you've all had time to think this over. Many of you have talked to Hal and gotten his side. And I know some of you think we're rushing into this.
Delta, get off my head.
But for the sake
Delta.
of the outpost,
Delta.
I'd like to resolve this.
I'm trying to focus, Delta.
On your ballot are 3 choices. Execution, exile, or exoneration. Now, if anyone wants to say a few words,
I don't think he should be
floor is yours.
exonerated. I think he could
The
be
man's
exiled.
confessed. We all know how we are voting. I have work to do, and this is keeping me from it.
Fair enough. Anyone else have anything
Delta,
to say?
you're on my head. I believe Bernhard should speak.
No, I do not. Vote your conscience. I will vote mine.
All right. While I would have liked to hear your testimony, we will respect your wishes here. On that note, I'll ask one more time. Would anyone else like to speak?
3 E-nouns, probably. That's probably true.
If there are no more words, then it's time. Let's begin the vote.
I guess I would have talked. Oh well. I didn't realize I was only getting one option. Delta, what are you doing? Execution, exile, exonerate, or exit! I could just exit. I think I'm gonna go with exile. I think that, one, him having to kind of live on his own is probably the closest thing to justice, because he left those people to figure out how to live on their own. Only he'll have more skills and abilities. He won't suffer. I don't think he's actually likely to kill anyone. And without fully knowing all of the crimes he did and all of the other ways, I'm not sure he should die. So we're gonna exile. Can I steal people's votes? 2 for exile. Oh, he voted for exile. Oh no, he's the guy. She voted execution. Yeah, she wanted to see a hanging. She voted 2 for execution. The priest will probably vote either exile. I'll be surprised if he votes execution. But he might.
For what it's worth, I will be voting in accordance with Hal's wishes. I disagree with the decision.
Oh.
But I will honor his choice.
So he's gonna go execution. Yep. Andreja, what are you doing? Andreja, you can't vote. What are you doing?
Citizens,
He's going
if
exonerate.
all the votes are in,
If he had voted
I'll cast
exile,
my vote, and we'll begin
then he
the
would have
tally.
lived.
Like all of you, I've given this a lot of thought and done a lot of soul searching over this vote. And for full transparency, I will be voting for exile.
Okay, so it's gonna tie between execution and
count the
exile.
votes.
If he had just voted
It seems
exile,
we
he would
have
have
a
just
tie.
left.
We've decided that in this event, the visitor, as a neutral party, will break the tie. The floor is yours. What say you?
So I can do exile and just say they've decided, or I could say I'm not comfortable making this decision. I mean, I don't know why I'm making the decision, although I do get the neutral party. We'll just say exile.
Very well. The people of New Babylon have voted for exile.
No shit.
Hal Caruso will be given transport off-world, at which point he is permanently banished from this outpost. You can say your
It's true.
goodbyes or go back to your tents, but the decision is final. I know this process hasn't been easy, but it's over now. New Babylon will continue to grow and thrive in spite of what happened today. That was stressful.
Also, I'm voting
There's
for
going
what
to be
she
a lot of
voted for.
conversations in the coming days about how to repair things. Looks like I've got no choice but to see it through.
What was the ending vote count?
The
We saw.
ballot box is still there. See for yourself.
How do you think the outpost will handle the
We'll
result?
do our best to move on. At least with the community center up and running, there'll be
I
a
think I
place
could
to
have
gather
stolen
and talk
votes if
about.
I was sneaky enough.
In my mind, communication's the only way to turn a wound into wisdom.
Must have a plan for getting Hal off world.
I was hoping to talk to you about that. Hal said if the vote shook out this way, he wanted you to escort him out of here. For what it's worth, I agree. You've got a ship, and we can pay you the fare.
I wonder if he can be... I wonder if I can put him on one of my outposts. And put him
Take
somewhere
care.
where he'll be alone.
This outpost failed. We can't believe we pushed out the only person who cared.
Man, I was really hoping for a guillotine.
Exile it is. The punishment fits the crime.
I'm free. The air smells sweeter. Foul still, but sweeter.
Losing Hal is a
That may
big
or may not
loss.
be my own.
Well, I'm gonna fan of a good book. Hero. It's twisting wide, or it feels good.
I'm not sure about our future here.
Was it you who fixed that blasted robot? That thing is better as spare parts. Do widzenia.
I can't believe we pushed out the only person who cared.
Exile. I don't know if I agree with it, but if he dies cold and alone,
Man,
maybe that is
I was really hoping for a guillotine.
I think what I can do is I can take him and put him on one of... If they let me, I'm gonna put him on one of my outposts, but like alone.
You return. I trust the vote is done.
You're being exiled. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I am. There's no need to delay its coming. Then I have but one request. I would like you to take me to Shinar. I will live out my days there.
Oh, okay. Why Shinar?
I cannot turn back time, but I can try to rebuild what I destroyed. The ghosts of Shinar will not forgive what I've done, but they will witness my will to change.
There are better places to live.
But no other place I see as fitting. If you grant me passage, I will do my best not to be a burden.
Okay. I was kind of thinking, like, it'd be somewhat, interesting, like, role-playing as the Mantis, such as I am. And the Mantis is a very, like, Silver Shroud-esque character. Only not a detective, more like a, really more like a Dread Pirate Roberts. I was like, oh, I could stick him on one of my, my bases by himself, and he could serve time by serving the, serving the Mantis. What do we have here? Southern.
Well, that's a fancy ship. There's something you needed then? I can probably help you out.
I don't have a lot of credits or a lot of stuff. Okay. Good side kickback. That's what I'm saying. I think it'd be cool. Maybe we'll still be able to take him once we land in Shinar. We also get why he wants to live. I mean, it's somewhat just, I think. He has to live in the space that he's forced other people to try to survive in.
Grave markers. So many of them. I don't even remember their names.
Must be strange being
Not
back
strange, but silent. I don't know what comes next, but I will honor the vote and continue to live.
Will you recruit others?
Not likely. I aim to live out my days alone, but I will not shun those who seek refuge.
Are you gonna rebuild?
No, I don't think the dead would want me to perform such an insult. I will repair only what I need.
Best of luck.
It will not be luck, toil. Before we part, I want to say this. I am grateful for all that you've done. For New Babylon, and for me. I hope that I can someday return the favor. Until then, I wish you safe journeys.
Wow, I got a lot of credits for that. That was a very interesting quest. I do wish I could take him with me, but this would be interesting. I wonder if I can come back later and find him here still. Okay. We're gonna be wrapping up here soon, but one thing I want to do before we go, we're gonna head over here. So this is Eclipse's mod, where I've put a temporary base down where we might eventually build an outpost. Spacers, huh? Oh, you're about to figure something out, aren't you? I always take one. Better get out of here. That's like my favorite part of being Mantis. Sometimes pirates will recognize you're the Mantis, and they'll be like, whoops, sorry, Mr. Mantis. We attacked you. And I'm like, you shouldn't have. Okay, new data. Oh, this is not my planet. Where's my planet? There we go. Anyway, this system is the mod Eclipse made, and I want to build an outpost here, but I'm trying to find a good spot. Are we about to get the same event? Yeah, it's probably closer to Dreadfire. Like I said, it's really more of a Dreadfire event. You get his armor exploring a base, and it's wow, Starborn Guardian and Spacers. I'm getting wrecked over here. this base and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be the Mantis because I found the armor. And then anytime you're wearing the armor or flying in a ship, there's a chance you can be recognized as the Mantis, which is pretty cool. Leave my ship. Oh. There we go. Got it. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I want to find a spot where I could potentially find all 3 rare things. I don't know if such a place exists. Okay. I have a better chance of finding it somewhere like over here. I have a better chance of finding it now that I have this, so that's something I'll probably work on outside of the stream. Look at how cool this looks. Let me show you. You may have seen this. Oh, I can't go there right now because I have contraband. Break. Okay, we're gonna go get rid of my contraband. Don't need to get arrested going to Aquila. But yeah, so tomorrow will not be a stream day. There's a chance for Friday, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing family stuff on Friday. Not stream stuff, and definitely not Saturday. So I would say Sunday's a really good chance we're going to stream again. With a low chance of Friday. So that's really what I'm thinking here. And what we do exactly will depend, because it will be... Do I not have Watchtower components on me? Oh, probably because they're in the razor leaf. Yes. Store all. And do I have anything else on me? No. Okay, we'll go to Aquila. I think you've seen Aquila on one of my streams before, but I'll show you the Space Cowboys in this game. This is the Free Star Rangers. I just had to get rid of the contraband before I went into a settled system, or I was gonna be in trouble.
If
The city
encountering
is so
Ursa,
large, it
recommending
retains a sort of
lethal
rustic
response.
feel. Find
So
it
this is, this makes me think of Janestown from Firefly. Like, this is basically the Firefly planet. Like, this is the Browncoats planet. I don't know why I just got a bunch of money, but I did. For some reason, I got a bunch of money. Which is cool, I guess. Yeah, so you can like roleplay pretty hard to be one of these guys. I mean, it's not like you do a whole bunch here, but how much you do here is kind of dependent on how much you want to
The early
play.
settlers here were quite practical.
So yeah, like I said, I recommend it. You basically have the Space Cowboys that's, you know, out here. You have like the typical like Galactic Republic people, and then you have like the snake cultists. And then you have the cyberpunk crime planet. So there's a lot going on. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and I will catch you guys at some point this weekend. Thank you for hanging out. We'll probably do Watchtower stuff, depending on... I might clean out some of those listening posts on my own, because you don't necessarily need to watch me do all of them. But I will catch you guys later. Bye!